Turn me on.
Gotcha! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another Neverwinter stream. We are back with a fun little weekend stream. We're going to see what kind of shenanigans we get up to today. Got a little epic reveal to share later on. Be excited for that. Hey, Vessi. Hey, Corpse. Hey, Organism. Daryl, how's it going? How's the load shedding getting us? I'm thankfully not going to get hit by, hopefully not Saturday. Sunday is clear as well. I hope yours is lucky. And then hopefully some epic gaming moments. Fuck loaching? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Hopefully that, you know, leaves us. It's probably only going to be at the end of winter anyway. Most likely. Hey, Pharrell. Man, I had my stream at 6666 kilobits for a moment. That was pretty cool to look at. Alright, so we got some daily stuff to do. Haven't really been focusing on my siege event at all.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
Only on like 3 days. There hasn't really been incentive to do it. I just gotta get to 14. And then at least get my token. We'll just wait for Pharrell to get on. You dreamed of prey last night? Would I call it a dream? Of what? The endless space flight that you were doing? Or what part? It was fun. This guy's kowtowing. Oh, he's done. Oh, the mimic's hunting you. Right, and everything ends up being a mimic. And you just like walk around your place, mimic, they're coming.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, those mimics are something else. Especially the advanced form ones. So we have so many new changes coming up. The ribcage nerf, did you know, Missy?
What?
Yeah, they're going to be nerfing the original ribcage as well as the upcoming ones.
Oh my god.
I mean, it was too overpowered to balance. Yeah. 25% of your stats that would always scale regardless of your item level. It was just way too OP. It's gonna suck for people that boat around it. There goes my 90% cap. It's gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna be lucky if I can cap most of the other things. We'll have to see. We also have, hopefully a better fix on Band of Air. That'll be coming out at some point. Which is also yet another fix, because that was kind of yet another staple item that you would just never move away from. And I actually threw it away in my Mod 23 build. I was going to be using something else, but now because of these changes, I'll have to also look into that. So many changes, basically, and the lockbox changes. With the streak breakers, it's going to be kind of like the Nox boxes. We're going to be having that as well. Yeah, there's a lot of system changes that'll be happening, along with all the loot changes and the trial changes and the gameplay changes. What's that one, Corpse? Oh yeah, yeah. And the lockbox changes like I was talking about. Okay. Go to the siege. Get that done.
The cult of...
Hey, Kiara. How you doing? We have a dragon Here,
Good.
let's go get the dragon.
Yeah, starve the dragon.
Oh, the dragon. You forgot to change your badge? Yeah, I was like, wait, you can do that? Without audio badge? That's pretty cool. I was like, wait, can she hear me? Hi. Hi there. Any exciting plans for the weekend? I'm so amped for today. We have a really fun game for Freakout Friday.
Ooh, looking
Like
forward
something
to that.
completely different. I think I'm going to be really in my element, so that's going to be fun. And I hopefully finish State of Decay this weekend. But we have the MHE up here. And then I ended up getting Valheim because I was watching Pharrell play it and I was like, it was something I always wanted to get, but it's in early access, so with most early access games I kind of like to wait until they evolve a bit. But watching Pharrell, I kind of got tempted. So I grabbed it now. The three of us will be playing that at some point. That'll be fun. Hopefully we can start this weekend if we can somehow finish the State of Decay 2 run. I want to finish my run on Lethal, then at least I could be like, okay, I beat the game on the hardest difficulty. We GG now. Yeah, the grind time to get this event out of the way, yeah. I'm kind of taking the downtime before Mod 23. Like I said, Valheim. We should be able to finish it in that time, I'm sure. And Kara, you gotta do some dungeon runs this weekend? Right. Gremlin, the Scourge of the Horde. Our sister guild in the Alliance is having a fun dino-themed event run. So if you're around, definitely do that one. I sent a guild mail out that has all the info, the times and stuff. And with all the changes, yeah, I think you guys need to give Tiamat a proper send-off and a farewell. Not going to be seeing that in its old self anymore. In some parts, same with Demo. Hell, even Tom, ZCM, Crown. And then send off to, you know, things like the Dragon Runs. Any RIP Dragon Runners? No more Dragon Runs, Spacey?
What, in Veil of Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They're going bye-bye.
Aw.
They're going
Oh,
bye-bye.
I like those. Those were fun.
You just need the AD? Yeah, I feel you. Let me think. Was there something? Well, I mean, Mod 23 should hopefully change your luck around, Kiara. Not just in terms of getting AD, but, you know, actually getting things that you can use and or sell. And if anyone's been saving keys, I kind of wish I did. The new lockbox is going to be interesting. Because you get guaranteed rewards. Kind of the same as you did with the knockboxes. Only thing that I'm curious about is the artifact pieces. Because you got 2 pieces in there. And if that's going to end up dropping from the final streak reward. Which is like 250 keys deep. But I'm assuming, you know, RNG, you'll get them sooner. You could get them sooner. Spawn, hey! Lucky, but just wanted to mention Cryptic just tweeted about... Yeah, I saw that. I actually read it, seen it. It looks good. I like the new companion in there. I'll share it with you guys. Let me just get a hit in here. For those of you that haven't seen it. New companion, new upgraded wyvern set. Pretty cool. You a bit sad on the trade bars, Corpse? Well, until they make changes to the trade bar store, it's pretty useless. There's nothing really to get, and many of us are sitting on like anywhere between 20k and 100,000 trade bars. So, you know, it's understandable that you'd rather get items than trade bars. Alright, let's have a look. I'll open this up for you guys so you can see it in case you haven't seen it about the lockbox changes. That is coming. Alright, so Kind of in the same style as the Nox boxes, so if you guys are familiar with that or have seen that, pretty much same system. I had a feeling they were testing it for an upcoming feature, and I would be right on that. Works pretty much the same. You have your streak breakers here. You should be familiar with it. As you can see, opening 25 gets you the guaranteed mount, or rather companion, and then the mount tokens. 50 and 100, I'm speculating between the mount's going to be in one of them. I don't think they mention or say here in which one it is. But if I had to hazard to guess, same with the Nox box, I'm going to guess it's going to be in the 100 one, which makes me wonder what's in the 50 one. There's some interesting goodies in here. 250, still unsure what's in this one. I am speculating that's going to be the gear, which we'll have a look in a moment. And hey, Lindren, how are you doing? Any piano players? Corp says people wanted to buy insignias with them. Check that Zen, Mano. Check what Zen? My Zen? Alright, thanks, Missy. Let me just go position myself there. You recall? Yeah, well, Andy, now you have a reason to kind of open it if you want. Alright, I'm in position. You were playing? Oh, nice. What were you playing? Okay, so you can see here, once you get to 250, you get a choice pack of grand prizes, but they don't specify what the grand prize is, so, you know, you could speculate as to what it is. What's really interesting here is this new set. Dragonbone Blades, which you can see here, is one of the chase rewards that you can get at any point in time. I think it might be in the 50. I could be wrong. You know, they could end up putting all 3 pieces in the 50. But yeah, we won't know until it drops, I guess, or until they share more information. But we have Dragonbone Blades. It's an upgraded wyvern. You can see enemies also take 12% more damage and are weakened, causing it to deal 12% less damage. I really like this because it is account-wide. It is going to be pretty much one of the first account-wide mythic artifacts that you'll have. So people will finally have artifacts going forward.
What? That's
including
really
DPSs. So at least they will have something, right? And that's part of a set, as you can see here. You empower allies that stand in it. They get 5% more power, more crit sev, and increases outgoing damage. And if you think about it, it's not bad, considering the nerf to Ribcage. There's some utility that can be utilized from this. Overall, it's not bad. It's got Constitution. It's got Dexterity and Intelligence. Nice little split there. Yeah, and it should be reclaimable. Item level's pretty decent. It's a nice option. I just want to know if it's going to end up being in the Dragon Code choice pack, which is, you know, where my guess is at. And if that's the case, yeah, who knows what the RNG drop is going to be outside of the 250 streak breaker. But at worst case, you could have to open, you know, 500 of those to get a guaranteed. But I want to believe RNG, you might get luckier sooner. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I have no idea what could be in the 50. Imagine it's a bag of holding. That would be terrible. I'm guessing the mount's going to be 100. It kind of makes sense. That would be in the 100 range if we compare it to the Nox box. Yeah. And then the trade bars, yeah. Get a call mode at 200 and then there's 250. So those of you that have saved keys, guess you'll be sorted. Oh, and you're talking about this Zen Corpse. The near 200k. That's crazy. Yeah, supports would definitely benefit this. A tank could also benefit it. You know, if they're in close proximity when you're doing trials, it should be able to spread to that area. And I mean, generally tanks would run the Wyvern debuff anyway, so it gives a reason to utilize that as a set as well. Alright, final MHE in the front. Or not. Was it final? Yeah, it's final, and then we're done after this. Go, 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 go. And Lindren was saying, oh, Claire de Lune? That is, wow, you're getting fancy. I'm still going to keep asking for coffin dons. and the river that flows so fondly and deeply within you, Lindrin. And then obviously the obligatory anime opening intros. What piano? I mean, Sword Art, pretty much, at least the first season, pretty much all piano. A good one. I like that one. Wow.
Yeah, one of the
legit.
endings was also piano.
Yeah, they generally mostly are piano based. Alright, good job. We did it, guys.
We're done! Yay!
Well, hopefully you guys did get it. Let me know if you didn't, but that should be 2 majors and 3 minors. I think Pharaoh was there for all of them.
Your brave.
Ah! What happened? I was fine. I'm really sad that they didn't bring out a bigger bag with this mod. They're adding more shit. But at least the runic bags, or rather the 60 slot bags, are becoming the standard now. Which is nice to see. On Monday, which is fitting, so Tuesday the module launches. Monday I can have a huge bag cleaning stream. Clean literally everything. That's all I'll do. It's just bag cleaning stream.
This city won't fall on my
Figure something out. This is ridiculous. I can't play. How do I even hand a question? What do you mean no, Andy? It's good. We can all clean our bags together. We're gonna need to. Because with the amount of stuff that's gonna be dropping and the reagents and stuff that you're gonna be needing, it's gonna get messy pretty quick. And, as always, I'm gonna make a character dedicated to Module 23 to hold all the goodies. Still have no idea what I'll make though. What would be fitting? I mean, I have Smorg, who's a Dragonborn, because it makes sense, you know, the dragon that loves loot. But I was considering making a Dragonborn. What I could do... I can't remember if Smorg was metallic or just regular. Well, I could just make you a regular Dragonborn, you know? Because that would be fitting for Module 23, a Dragonborn. A Dragonborn Ranger. I mean, yeah, I can do that. Because I have overlapping characters now. Aster, hey! Yeah, we have the lights on. How you doing? How's your day been? Andy, I need to make room. As well, shared bank is full. Oh my god, I'm feeling that. I'm almost there. Alright, I think I made space. But I cannot pick up any loot. Which is fine. There's no loot that drops in the game anyway. And then of course the one jadeite that stops me from handing this in. And from the anime ones, you mean Gorino? Oh my god. Lindrin! Take the quest again? You guys didn't. How about some Studio Ghibli? That's pretty chilled, Lindrin. Can you imagine? Any of the themes from there? You need more vouchers, Corpse? Oh my god. So like, since most of you are here, at least the people that I care about the most, because you guys end up playing the game as much as I do and are dedicated, there's been a lot of, how do we say, misinformation being spread by people that don't understand technology, as well as someone in their profession would. And it might create some widespread panics. I just want you guys to spread the true word about what's happening. So in Module 23, there's the chance for your frame rate to become uncapped in Neverwinter. And this is, for whatever reason, turned into, you know, some kind of fear-mongering because it's gonna destroy your GPU, oh my god, and some other crazy panic. Because, you know, when people don't understand things, they panic. You know, it's understandable. It's a human trait thing. But I'm here in my going on over, what, I'm on 12 years of experience in this now, so I can talk about it with, you know, full authority on the matter, that is actually not the case. Frame rate, which is basically, you know, what the game renders at, it's the information that gets sent to your GPU by all the wonderful stacks of technology when it comes to the game, the interface, the API that, you know, works in tandem with your CPU and all the other components, is rendering the literal frames of the game. Think of it as like a slideshow, you know, picture by picture, and that kind of gets all added up. So when it ends up being uncapped, it can just render at, you know, far higher frames, which is often wasted because you have something called a refresh rate on your monitor. Without getting into too much of, you know, technical details, and you guys are like, what the fuck? But basically, anything that exceeds your refresh rate just gets thrown out. So it's a waste of resources. A lot of people don't realize this. Anyway, to get to my point, the fear is that because of the uncapped frame rate, people's GPUs are going to burn out. And that is actually factually incorrect. Because GPUs, at least from the past several years, have built-in thermal throttling. So what that means is that if it gets too hot, which will happen when it's uncapped, it will start to throttle itself down. First with, what's it called? The frequency, and then with the voltages. So it's going to run at less performance, but, you know, it's not going to have that impact. So it will be very unlikely that your GPU will burn out. And then as a last resort, which often happens, is if it can't handle itself, it just shuts down. And that's when you usually get a blue screen or your display driver crashes for the GPU to save itself, right? So, number one, debunked. It's not going to destroy your GPU. Same goes with CPUs. They have the same kind of thing. Thermal throttling is also a thing. If it exceeds or gets too hot, it's going to throttle itself and then eventually shut down, right? So we've established that. Two, is this a Neverwinter thing and oh my god, they fucked it up, they created a bug? No. That's not a Neverwinter thing. I mean, fuck, the majority of games do that. And my opinion, as a gamer, you know, for like over 20 plus years, is that it's not a developer's responsibility to handle your frame rate. This is your rig, your machine, you are responsible for that. Consoles handle that because they have hardware limitations in place that cannot exceed that. Otherwise, you know, you wouldn't have the performance you need, right? And also they have to thermal throttle because consoles work differently. On PC, you need to control your settings, right? It's the same way as you go into your settings and you adjust, oh, I want my graphics like this, I want my thing like this. It's not Cryptic's responsibility to go and handle your frame rate for you, right? So you have two options. If you don't want to experience, you know, the higher load, which again, we've already established, not going to do anything, you can either turn on VSync, which is usually under display. Let me see, can I find it? Is it here? There you go. Monitor vertical sync. So if you turn this on, what it does is it syncs the frame rate to your monitor's refresh rate. So you could have a 60 hertz monitor, which, you know, equates to 60 frames. You could have a 120 hertz, 144 hertz. So if you set it to this, then you're good, right? It will just cap it at that. However, oftentimes you might experience some latencies. There might be some issues. The only time you would want to ever turn on VSync is if you notice frame tearing. So what that is, you know, maybe you're moving and then horizontally a part of the screen tears. I don't know if you guys have seen it, you know what I mean, but things seem out of perspective. It's like taking the image as we see it right now and shifting the bottom half to the left and the top half to the right. So if you've ever experienced that in a game, you know what I'm talking about. That's screen tearing, and, you know, vertical sync aims to eliminate that. But what I would recommend, what I personally do, if you go to the advanced tab in Neverwinter, you'll see there's a limit frame rate option. You can set this here. If you don't have anything above a 60 hertz monitor, you want to set this to 60 hertz. Then you don't have VSync on, you don't have the extra latency that can come with that depending on your hardware. You know, if you have anything higher, you can go to 120. I personally don't use any of this. I just have it set to 120. But in your control panel, so whether you use AMD, whether you use NVIDIA, there is an option for you to set a global frame rate limit. And I do recommend all of you do that because anything that exceeds your monitor's refresh rate is wasted. You might see online, oh, but you know, higher frame rate is better. Oh my god, it really isn't. It's a misunderstanding and misconception that a lot of people don't realize. If you have a higher monitor refresh rate, so we're talking about 144 hertz, 240 hertz, things like that, sure, it can help with things in fast movement scenes. Notice when I'm moving, there's a lot of blur. The higher the refresh rate, the better that would be. That is the benefit that comes in. But remember, your rig needs to be able to handle those frames. So either 140, 140, 144, 240. You've got to be able to push out those frames. If you can't, you're just going to lag. But most of you would have a 60 hertz monitor. If you're not aware, unless you specifically know, most of you will have a 60 hertz monitor. So that means anything above 60 frames, you're not actually benefiting from. You're actually wasting system resources, which equates to more heat, more power being used. So you should set a cap. Usually what I do, I set a cap just above the frame rate. And if I notice screen tearing in a game, I will turn VSync on or set the cap to my monitor's refresh rate. So too long, didn't listen, didn't read, didn't understand, mind blown. The supposed fear that is going around that your GPU is going to burn out is a lie. It is not factual. It is not true. You will be fine. In general, this is not a Neverwinter thing. It happens with any other game. Hell, Sims 3, if you sit on the main menu and you don't have any limiters in place with VSync on, it pushes like 3,000 fucking frames a second. And you need to hear, that sounds like a fucking jet. I could turn on Sims 3, my room will sound like I have a jet going on. Really high fans spinning. So, in general, you want to be capping your frame rate. Let me see if I can actually show you guys in the control panel. I have an NVIDIA card. It works the same with AMD. I'm going to see if I can show you where that goes. I should be able to add, just give me a second. Add a window capture for NVIDIA. There we go. And drag this over here. It would be the same for AMD, just so you know. You just got to go to your control panel for your driver. Usually that's at the bottom right of your Windows taskbar. There'll be an icon, or you can just search it in your Windows search key. Either NVIDIA or AMD, type it up. It should bring up the settings page. For NVIDIA, you'll have an option under Manage 3D Settings. If you go down, you will notice there's a part here called Max Frame Rate. You can set this to whatever you want it to be, and it will cap it for every single game you play. This is a global setting. You can set it per program, but I like to have a global setting because there's a lot of games that either don't allow you to turn VSync on or don't allow you to limit the frame rate. And then again, like I said, wasted resources. So it's good to set a global cap here. You can set it higher and then adjust per game. But like I said, I wouldn't set it anything past maybe 10, max 20 frames above your monitor's capable refresh rate. If you notice screen tearing, like I said, limit it per program to, your monitor's refresh rate, or turn on VSync in the game. So there you go. There's your little PSA on that. Hopefully spread that around to counter the FUD that's going on. And we can move on. Hopefully that was helpful to any of you. Astor, I gotta admit, spreading rumors about pizza and pineapple comes from a good place. Hey, listen, pineapple and pizza is good, especially with chicken tikka. It balances, the spiciness and the sweetness. Astor, am I saying all those potato farmers and Windows 98 used integrated GPUs are good? Andy says he's seen it. Okay, cool. Astor says screen tear, so basically regular TR gameplay. No, yeah, thanks, Astor. Only Fortnite bros have higher than 60 Hz. Yep. Any of the professional FPS scene players, I mean, do you want to know why? If you guys want to get into the technicality, let's queue up so long. Because I love tech. I could talk about tech all day, every day. So how this began was with, do you guys remember CRT monitors back in the day? And there was, competitive gaming scenes for things like the original Counter-Strike. I mean, fucking old school original Counter-Strike. 1.6. You had things like Quake. You guys remember that? All the way back. And we had this beautiful piece of technology called a CRT monitor. Huge, bulky ass square that would take up like 70% of your desk space. I'm sure Hastor remembers that one. And it had a much higher refresh rate of monitors that we have today. And that is where the myth came from, that, you know, higher frames is better on the competitive scene. And that is because they could go up to 85 frames or 85 hertz. So you had much higher refresh rate, even back then. So they would crank it up there with all the extra settings, and, you know, it kind of just perpetuated from there. Can't believe I'm not getting a pop on this. And the other thing that I have, that was the epic moment, is we had a fun little thing that happened the other day. The one time that I'm not streaming, thankfully Pharrell was recording in the background, so he managed to get something together. And that Messi over here put together a wonderful edit. I haven't seen it myself, so it's going to be a live reaction to that as well. But I do want to share that. Any viewers? Yeah. You know what? Let's have a look at that video quick. I'll share it later again as well. I'm really curious because I haven't seen it at all. And I would like to know what she's done. Let's share. Let me share this with you guys. Gonna have to drop the music. Stop the music real quick. You guys need to tell me if you've ever experienced anything like this.
That was the first for us.
Alright, so clearly Windows Capture doesn't like VLC. Might have to do a display capture again. No worries. Let me turn up the volume. Crank it up to 100. And let's see what we've got over here. When the Mad Mage goes madder. Oh god. I'm terrified. I have no idea what to expect. So big shout out to Pharrell, who was recording in the background with potato audio. Pharrell, by the way, you gotta increase that audio quality. Holy shit. Got that epic music going. No one will believe me. No one will believe me. No one will believe me. What? Oh my god. You guys won't believe this. Alistair fell off the platform, then spawned us in P1. Oh my god. And there you have it. Thank you, Messi. That was like the best thing I'd ever seen. I've seen him do random shit when the tank has aggro and, you know, just jumps off the platform. But that, to go through that, and then he falls off, and then he's like, you know what, I've had enough of your shit. I'm just going to go and reset your instance for you because, you know, you guys are clearly not ready. Best thing I'd ever seen. Corbs, what do you think about my 1 day old picture? Your 1 day old picture. Let me have a look. Oh my god. Is that 1 day of farming? You have like over 1,000 vouchers? What the fuck? And hey Alexis, how you doing? It's at this moment where I need to check, like, is Melly a healer? Like, are we cute as a healer? It's always the tank. Any new players joining the game, please make a tank. We need more tanks in the game. Hasta says, well, that was very interesting. Good catch. Someone was recording, but would have been better using filming. You mean the demo too? That would have been so sick. You would have been able to get all the angles at the exact moment that Hallister just decided to, you know, end the whole run. Jarvis' tank is hard to solo by yourself though. True. I do agree, at least for the Pally, but if you make a fighter or a barbarian, then you're fine. Because fighter has a DPS spec and barbarian as well. And both are really strong. So you just switch your DPS spec when you're soloing. And, you know, when you want to queue content, you switch to your tank spec. So Pally is really the only one that struggles. But, you know, as you get the right feats and you get free Bane procs and you can get a companion that can kind of quest with you, then, you know, it makes it manageable. That's 8 days of farming. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's a lot though, dude. How much is that gonna get you? And Pharrell's gonna switch to Doran, okay. Yeah, because this waiting is ridiculous. It's a Friday. I don't know why, but Friday's always quiet. It's the same as a Thursday as well. Thursdays are really quiet because, you know, people anticipate reset, and then Fridays, for whatever reason. You'd think it'll be busy because it's the weekend. And Space Run, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crypt. I appreciate you. I think this person is in the wrong game. The Romulus? Don't you belong in Star Trek Online? Astro says if you explore the demo tool, you realize that the different rooms are actually closed. Oh, you mean the portals when you go through one that leads you to another? Yeah. Alex says I just started out on PC. I got level 8 on a rogue. Might go with barbarian. Oh, nice. How are you finding it as a new player? It's a good time to be starting. A reminder for all you new players, we're going to get some free goodies. You're going to want to be logging in every day, starting the June 16. And you see, I called it. I was like, this is going to coincide with launch. And people were like, no, not really. It's probably going to be at the end of the month. June 16th is when it starts. Look at that.
And Jubilee's there too.
Right? And
Wow.
and we have module launch 23 on the 14th of June on Tuesday. So Thursday we start to get free goodies. And if you guys haven't seen what's in here, really nice. 1 day of login gets you a free legendary mount choice. Day 3 gets you 50 unbind tokens. It's not bad if you have some thingies that you want to unbind to share with all your characters or to even sell. And then day 5 you get a mythic mount. It's pretty crazy. I mean, considering you're a new player and you're probably not even close to getting a mythic mount, and you just start, that ends up being really cool. Alex, I just started on... Oh, sorry, I read that. The Q sucks for DPS. It does if you're soloing, but if you're part of a guild or alliance that's active, or, you know, you have friends in the game that you can invite that, you know, have roles like a healer or a tank, or if you're just asking the LFG and or join one of the many channels that exist, you should be able to get a group pretty quick. So I like to have randoms alongside friends that I run with. So I usually don't ask for people in other channels. I just, you know, let the queue decide for me. Otherwise it doesn't end up being a random experience. But yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. If you do want quick pups, just make a tank. So make a fighter or barbarian, which are really good at DPS, and then you just switch to the tank loadout when you want to basically insta-pop a queue. Because it's usually never a shortage of healers or DPS. It's usually the tank that is short on queues. Huster, they actually shift into one another at different points, but some are not very close at all. But some are almost overlaid over each other. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool to know. Corbs is... I wonder, Huster, by the way, thinking of Tom, because you start out in the library, I wonder if that's the same case. Because the platform kind of just expands and they just move everything out, right? Corbs, it's not even though I still need 206 frozen... Oh my god, I'm not even going to read the amount that is. That is a lot of them. That sounds like a quick way to get burnt out, Corbs. Not gonna lie. Don't you think it's better to just run content that you enjoy? Get the 80 from that, and then just buy the vouchers? That's a lot, dude. Drist, hi, have a nice day. Thank you, I appreciate that. You as well. Do you think Neverwinter will still be a preferred game after Module 23? I don't see why not. I think if anything, it's moving in the direction of, you know, being better and better. And becoming more modernized. There's a lot of good changes and changes for the game of the health of the game coming with Module 23. And there's going to be more replayability. Better rewards overall for people queuing, because, you know, a lot of people have been complaining about that. That has to be worth the time. There's, you know, nothing that you can really get. There's going to be more of a challenge at the end game, because there hasn't been for the longest time. And yeah, I think with everything combined and everything we already have, it would be good. I would like to see some more diversity and, you know, better events, because that should kind of be the extra bit that breaks out the monotony. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Siege of the Battlefield. Once you've done it once, it's pretty much all the same as you pass through each time. It'll be nice to have more varied events. They have spaced things out. Like, for example, Help It. We haven't had that in ages. So by the time that finally comes out, I'm actually looking forward to that one. If I remember correctly, Tom, is only 2 rooms with shifting pieces. Correct, yeah. You start out in the beginning with the library, and then the middle platform raises up, and then expands into a larger platform later on. Andy, did I watch the stream last night? Unfortunately, I didn't. But I did get a glimpse of Miku, and she looked hella cute. And yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Miku looked cute. 10 out of 10, that's good enough for me. I pretty much know everything that's coming because of Alpha. But the one thing that I'm in the dark with, and I'm going to stay that way, is hunts. I literally know nothing about hunts. I have no idea how they work, what to do, you know, what things that you have to gather. It's going to be like a complete experience for me in the dark, and I feel that's going to keep things interesting for me. Because a lot of the times, you know, you want to help out with the community when you do testing, but if you test all the things, then there's nothing to look forward to. So imagine I tested everything, Module 23 comes out, I'm like, well, I've basically finished the module. So I have a lot of things to look forward to now. And that is why I chose to stay in the dark when it comes to the hunt system, because it's pretty much the only thing that I don't know about. Corpse, I save over 5 more only on dark, and I don't burn myself since I do something else when I farm, like watch streams, listen to funny stuff, so I don't even notice. Oh, okay, that's fair enough, yeah. I guess if it's like mindless running around, then it's not an issue. Just I hope everything gets better. This game doesn't deserve to be destroyed. I mean, I think it's far from being destroyed, in my honest opinion. You always get people that say, oh, the game's dying and bad and this and that, but I mean, the game's still here. Still here. Always has been here. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of angry players, a lot of veteran players that aren't going to be happy with the upcoming changes, because they're not going to be like godly anymore. Ribcage, for example, is a good example. That's being nerfed. Band of Air as well. It's about time. The only thing that I'm annoyed about, and I try to warn people, I couldn't really talk about it, but I did drop so many hints, which is don't go chase Band of Air, if you remember me saying that. So I really do feel bad for the people that just got theirs, or, you know, did like 200, 300 plus runs, and now they're going to lose out on the incredible power that has been had for like months at a time. But it was necessary for the health of the game, because the moment you start having cookie cutter things that you can't shy away from because you need it or else, it ends up hurting the options that we can have. So I think it was necessary. Unpopular opinion, but, you know, as someone who has a build that was fully maxed out, I think it's necessary. I don't think it's a bad thing. We'll find a way around it. It will open up some more interesting elements, and you will need to kind of pick and choose what is relevant to you, what's more important to you. Kiara, so how much do you think I could get for a Mythic Taroka deck? Are there any on the auction house? That'll probably be a good indicator. Let me see. Is there anything? Taroka deck. Okay, so Mythic, huh? So there's currently one going for like 1.2. The other one's also going for about 1.2. So that's kind of a good indicator. Why, you think of selling yours?
Well, getting it is pretty difficult. I would keep it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't even have one. I need to at some point. Alright, Doran still needs his. Alright, Doran's got one. I think we all got one. Okay, cool. Hastra says, I mean, a game like this, gear always has to change. Either new stuff is better or old stuff gets nerfed. Change is required for a game to move forward. Yes, I agree. I don't like nerfs, however. I think nerfs are really bad. Here, come here, come here.
Here.
Come here.
Oh no.
Rip. I got you.
Your struggle is futile. Now.
Yeah, so Hastur, I don't like nerfs because it kind of minimizes the time and effort that you've put into, you know, acquiring whatever it is. I do think they should have thought about it better in advance, the implications of such a powerful piece. I don't know what they were thinking. I think it's amazing, don't get me wrong. I think like, wow, it's fucking OP and crazy. But I do understand because of the way item level works and the scaling, you would always have that 25% regardless, which is huge. You know, if it phased out somehow and it slowly wore out over time, kind of like how item level works, whereas as gear slowly gets older and older, it ends up being, you know, less useful to use, that might have been a better option. But it is what it is. We're there now. And we just have to find another way. Which is all the fun about it, right? Utilize all the gear you have. Yeah, I have it fully kitted out, and it took me one shot to get it mythic. Oh, nice. I was debating on selling it. Well, I mean, it's up to you. If you're never going to use it and you don't care about collections, then, you know, that's free 80 for you. I personally, you know, being a collector, you know, I wouldn't delete it or sell it at all. I would be like, hey, this is nice.
I farmed for that just because I was curious. I was like, that's an interesting artifact.
Yeah, it is interesting.
The verdict is revealed.
I have no idea what I have, Corpse. Let me see artifacts. For Barovia. There it is. Wait, I gotta go... But how do you even get there? It's in the campaign or something.
Yeah.
And then I gotta look at Taroka deck. There you go. I've got 47 or 54. I need like one high deck and like 2 and 1 and 1 and 2. I mean, I'm sure eventually when I run enough of the content there, it'll drop. Because all of that has just been purely from playing the random bits.
Yeah, and you can trade your cards too.
I'm not in combat. That means I get to change. Wait. Come on, change? Am I in combat? And it's just not telling me?
You are.
Oh well. I'll just add for all these. Is there anyone here in chat right now that likes rewards and would want better rewards at, like, let's say an endgame level? Or just, you know, in general? I'm like curious to get an opinion on something. Kara says, I mean, a lot of people are willing to trade because they don't want them. True, yeah. I mean, that is true. Not everyone values things the same way. Oh my god, everything's all over the place. And people are fighting like mini skirmishes at the back. Group up. Feels rogue, man. We just need like a huge taunt, like a shout. Every tank needs one. Has like an entire room radius, all the mobs come running. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would also help tanks immensely to, you know, have something to do. Because the taunts we have now, hard taunts on AoE, they're not that effective and they can easily be, you know, taken away by DPS in AoE. Here I have a bunch of green level RDs that I don't use for collection. You don't upgrade them up. Like, that's my main thing. Eventually I've got to sink resources into them. Hastar, I mean, I'm an old player. I don't play for rewards anymore because I have a lot. I play to be entertained. Yeah, exactly. But I'm hoping to have a conversation with someone that doesn't feel that way. Because I know a lot of endgame players who want to be rewarded. Who, you know, feel that if they're running, let's say, a piece of endgame content, then it needs to be worth their time. And I find that interesting because when you play a game, at least to me, you play a game because, you know, you want to have fun, right? Maybe it's different. Maybe, you know, those people don't have jobs. They don't work. Maybe, you know, they do something else. Or maybe they just like the grind. And hence why I want to, you know, find out from their perspective. But they have the belief that they need to be rewarded. And for me, the reward is the playing of the game, right? I enjoy playing the game. I enjoy having fun. I enjoy seeing random things or trying new things all the time. And I don't need to be rewarded for that, right? Because I have everything. And the game needs to be fun. Because I'm of the belief and opinion that even if they added amazing rewards, once you've earned them, you're still going to be bored because you don't really enjoy the game. You're not having fun. So what are you going to do with the rewards, you know? Or maybe you're going to sit on heaps of AD, but what are you going to spend it on? It's like the equivalent, if I'm being honest, like Fallout 76. I enjoyed it for the first couple of 100 hours. I had fun, I explored everything, but I've done everything. I've done every piece of endgame content. There's nothing I haven't done. And seasons come out. So seasons are like a battle pass that happens, you know, every season. So every kind of 3-4 months. And you can get some goodies in them, right? So I have like major FOMO. I don't want to miss out because I'm a veteran player. I started since the beta, since day one. And I don't want to miss out on anything, right? So I log in to play for a season. But I never actually use those rewards. They just sit there because I don't enjoy the game. And, you know, that's just me. And I feel like a lot of other players are kind of like that as well. They just log in, they play, they get stuff, but they're not actually having fun. And to me, that's like a good indicator of a time where if you're not having fun, then, you know, why are you playing the game? Because you should be having fun. I don't think rewards will solve that. It will only serve to prolong the issue, which is, you know, you're not having fun, so at least getting rewards will keep you preoccupied enough until you realize you're not actually having fun. Corp says, I play to look for my poison bacteria. You still do your love every day. Andy says, I've never been an endgamer, just settle for gameplay. Right, yeah, and I think you're a good example of like enjoying the game because each to their own, but yeah, Andy plays, I don't know how many ults at this point. I, you know, have 3 characters, but they're role-based, so if I need a healer, a tank, or DPS, I have them, but I could not play on all of them all the time. I don't know how, especially events, like, that would burn me out. One is enough, and I'm happy with that. But that's a good example of, you know, if you enjoy it that much, then you do. As says, some people feel that having everything is still not enough. They've brought the outside world into fantasy. They're frankly greedy, and what makes the outside world not fun. I mean, yeah, that's a good example. I think it speaks more to about the person in general. Spawn says, 0 reason for better rewards in current state of the game. In what has been stereotyped as endgame. If anything, better rewards should be focused in every other system, not endgame. I agree with that, yeah. Because not everyone's at an endgame level. Everyone deserves to be rewarded. To me, if we look about what makes a single player good, right? It's progression. You need to be rewarded in things that you can use that will ultimately make your gameplay better. And as such, you know, more fluid, more fun, more meaningful so that you can get into better and better content. I don't agree with the mindless farming. I feel that you should be able to do content, have fun doing it, get rewards that help you gear your character so you can do even more fun content. That is what I agree with, you know. I don't agree with content for making 80 because all that does is turn people into capitalists, and, well, you know, capitalism for a lot of people isn't fun. There are people that enjoy playing the market, and that's fair, and, you know, or everyone gets to play the game how they want to play. But I do feel it burns people out. Like, take the Band of Air, for example. Brilliant example. Some people have really bad RNG, have to end up doing it for 200-300 runs. Some of them still don't have the Band of Air, and it's about to get nerfed. So imagine what that would do to someone's psyche. Because you're not doing it because you're having fun, right? I could do Voss maybe, you know, 4 or 5 times in a day. I enjoy it, it's fun, but that's kind of my upper limit. I don't force myself to continue past that point. But imagine you do. You're doing something that you don't want to do. Eventually it turns into something you absolutely despise, and the only reason you're doing it is to get, what, a tiny bit of extra boost to your character performance. And by the time you finally get it, do you really even enjoy the game anymore? It's like, I have this OP item, now what? What am I going to use it on?
I'm not going to run Voss anymore.
Yeah, or anything else for that matter. And then when you think about it, like, is it even necessary? Because you don't need the Band of Air to complete or do any of the content that was currently in the game. You never did. There's just this, you know, whole... Did we miss one? No. There's just this whole, you know, idea that people perpetuate that you need these things in order to, you know, play the game. And in reality, you don't. And then, obviously, a lot of people that don't know any better follow the advice of these people. And you have this whole circle. It kind of just perpetuates itself. What do you make here for drinks, Andy? Shuan? Never getting invites? Shay, would you weren't even here? What do you mean? You want to join for other runs? So you're talking about things that me and Chris talked about extensively, that 80 is the crack that was introduced to gaming. Yeah, I mean, it is what drives the engagement, because obviously Neverwinter being a free-to-play game needs to keep people playing. But if they burn out their player base, then, well, you know, it's only really going to cater to people that have addictive tendencies. And you kind of see that a lot with the lockboxes, with, for example, the RNG drop chances. People that have addictive tendencies will go all in and all out and keep going over and over until they get what they need. And that's not really a good thing. I feel it kind of preys on people like that. And, you know, it's easy enough for people to say, well, they just don't have to do it. But it's not that simple. If you have an addiction, it's not something you really have control over. And I really do think that developers should take that seriously, take the mental health and well-being of players seriously, and, you know, take into consideration it's a very real thing. It's a very serious thing that people do become addicted. They, you know, I mean, there are people that have, for example, taken the deaths of their real-life D&D characters so seriously that they slumped into major depression, like, real thing. So yeah. You've been in rad queue for 1 hour with no pop? Oh my god. Imagine not asking for extra roles to join you. Kiara needs a rad queue too. Okay, that's 5 people. We can do that. Let me switch real quick. So yeah, for me, you don't see me running these rad queues because I need anything, because, you know, 1, there's no rewards, and 2, I pretty much have everything that I could possibly want in the game. I run it because I really enjoy having fun. I enjoy seeing new things, pushing, you know, different builds, trying Pepega things. Sometimes we do meme runs. It varies all the time. I genuinely enjoy playing the game. And I don't need to be rewarded to play the game. What is nice is, you know, obviously be able to get the gear to progress, to do harder content. But I don't want to sit and grind for that, because grinding is not fun. That is what I immensely dislike. I can play the game for hours on end, that's fine. But if you're going to make me grind for hours on end, forcing me to do things I don't want to do, that is when I'm going to start disliking the game. Because games should be fun. You know, I already have enough of a grind IRL. I've got projects to do, work to do, relationship to tend to and nurture, personal time for other games. There's a lot of other things, right? And some of them can be grindy. I don't need to incorporate that into the one game that I'm supposed to have fun with, right? Sai! Oh my god. How are you doing? How long has it been? You're still alive? How have things been with you? What are you getting up to nowadays? Haster, Willow was actually a good example. He has 30 years of VIP. Holy shit. Because of lockboxes and he won't even log in anymore. Burned out on crack. Yeah. What did he do that got him burnt out though? Do you know? I know he played the market a lot and he enjoyed that. But what burnt him out? Or was it just like that pursuit of AD, playing the market, and then he realized he had nothing to buy with or do with? He could end up becoming a, what do you call it? What's the term that I'm looking for? I always say megalomaniac. No, not a humanitarian. It's the word I'm looking for. I can't think right now, but basically give all his stuff away to lesser fortunate people, and then he can get the feel-good dopamine rush from that. Can we get this last one here? Any destroyers? Yeah, you got this. A little bit more. Oh fuck, Willie, you got too close. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Is that it? Yeah? You gonna phase? Any phasing, Nostura? Okay, we're good. I'm fine, and you? Yeah, doing good. I am so excited for tonight. I'm gonna be playing something I've been wanting to play for ages. Yeah, and it's good to hear that you're fine. How's work been treating you? What are you doing nowadays? Sugar daddy? Yeah, no, that wasn't the term I was looking for either. But I mean, yeah, if you have so much wealth and people can use it, then it's good to pass on. I always offer that, like if people need anything, I'm happy to help them. But I never want to take away from that experience of like earning something. Like personally, if people offered me something, the only things I would accept would be things that are cosmetic related. The rest I want to feel like I've earned it, you know, played the game. Because if someone gave you everything and you have nothing to chase for or go after, then the game could become very boring. Because a lot of the times, especially Neverwinter, it plays like an ARPG. The whole, you know, appeal is grinding for better gear. And if you take that out of the equation, what do you really have? You have a game, you can play it as long as you're having fun playing it, you know. Come here, come here, come here. Medrash! No! I got you. A little too late. Alright, nice. Corpse, I need 7810 adventure shards. That's very specific. Is there a way I can buy it? Without... I mean, I technically just find people who have them, right? Pay them to go donate at the stronghold, like invite them, right? Who's the tank? Pharrell is, but he can switch. And then you could join as a tank, or you could join as a DPS, doesn't matter. And Kiara wanted to do one, right? Any Nisses? What are you doing in the stronghold? With Zen or 80? Oh, can you buy it? Oh, right. You had stronghold stuff, right? Chest of power? You said adventurous shards. What's this thing have? 7810. Okay, so you need 7810. Divided by 100 would give you 78. You need 79 packs. So it would cost you... What did I say? 79. Yeah. It will cost you 18,960. So you see, here's the beauty. If you have a job and you're earning, you know, money and you have disposable income and like you enjoy playing the game, then you would just spend it, right? So you'd buy what, about 20k Zen, which is not too much if you think about it, and then you have 0 farm. Wait, Storyteller's back, guys. Did I just see that?
Yeah?
Storyteller's back.
It's back.
It's back.
Hey,
I
nice.
can't remember who it was, but there was someone in his stream the other day and they're like, when do I get it? So PSA, if you guys got the artifact but you don't have pages for it, that means in the Wondrous Bazaar there'll be pages for it now. Let's see. And they're equipable. So now is a good time to go and get the pages if you don't already have them. Very important. Because this is the only time that you can buy pages. You can hold on to artifacts whenever, but pages only when it's up in the auction house. To me, it should be up all the time, you know, because there are people that would get it and then realize it doesn't come with pages. And Cryptic honestly should have made it come with pages. It's like really shitty that it doesn't come with pages. Because you're paying a premium for it, but no pages. And now I gotta think, would it be... Oh, you're donating to Stronghold or putting some stuff for the guild in... Oh, nice. Okay. You're also working on writing This Is History, which you did the other day, didn't you? What do we have today? Oh my god. A. I like the A. It ends there. Nissa had been born in the city of spiders. She was the child of a minor noble woman and her house swordsman. Her father had seen the innocent life placed in his hands. Then he realized that he never wanted her to turn out like her mother. He wanted her free from the influence of loss. So he ran. He ran with the bundle in his arms and tried to make it. He found the bucket and was brought into the yawning portal. But he didn't just stop. The pursuers were still on his tail. He was near death when he brought her to the steps of the Temple of Meridian. The clerics took her in, and they raised her as if she was any other dwarf. Growing up, she was just a little taller dwarf. It was until she ended up stealing from the wrong noble. Oh, dun dun dun. And the rest was history. And Lord Valanas himself was like, you either marry me or you go to jail. It deleted itself. Oh, you probably hit the character limit. That's probably what happened. I think there's a character limit. I could be wrong though. So we invite Sewin. And then I need to think, do I need any of the books for my alt? I do have that cleric, and the AP game could be nice on Envenomed. But I mean, Sigil of the Cleric works just as well, it just doesn't have all the extra fancy things. The 3-book combo is good if you need the HP, but obviously that gets costly. Don't think it's a necessity. I mean, I can always unbind. I just don't like the fact that it will say unbound on the top right. It just looks tacky to me. Because I earned mine, you know? That's kind of a rite of passage. I did it during the Tales of Old. So if I unbind it, it looks like I just bought it or bought it from the auction house. And then, you know, from someone.
Don't you have another set for your tank?
I do, yes. I grinded it out on some characters, but I think I obviously have a full set for my DPS, full set for my tank. But, you know, healer would have been nice. I don't think I grinded 3 sets. And even if I did, they're not account-wide, so that she doesn't have them. It wasn't a character limit, just the game being stupid? Oh, I see, okay. It's always good to copy-paste. Look, BIS fighter ever? Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Very nice. I don't know, man. My cleric has like green tier Lionhearts. I think she beats this. Why does this remind me of something? I don't know what I'm... Is he the...
Mystical.
Oh yeah, possibly, yeah. And also the there's that streamer, Path of Exile streamer. What's his name? Was it Ziggy D? No. There was another, got his name, but he kind of looked like this. I think it was Italian. How about you both tank? But then we don't get the random bonus. Ah. It's fine. We do a random. See what the game gives us. Any Castle Ravenlofts for a feel good time?
And we get it alone. It's Friday.
Is it doing it now? Corpse, did you hear it now? It's probably just the clipping. I would have to look at it. That scared the shit out of me. Where? Whoa. What scared the shit out of you? What happened? I have to look into it, Corpse. It's probably just clipping because she has a very high-pitched voice, especially when she laughs, so it's probably just a filter cutting it out. Oh, the notification. Okay, you know what we're gonna do to settle this once and for all? We put Doran and Ewan into Tom. And they can do a tank. And then the one that has the least deaths at the end is clearly the superior tank. How's that sound? Should I try and go clip it for you? Yeah, you can. That can help me like kind of figure out where and what. I think I know what you're talking about. She goes really high pitch when she laughs. And I think that's just the filter that I have on. It could also just be the compression. Because she goes too high, so the compression tries to lower it, but ends up clipping it. Or it's just a limiter that I need to put on. There might not be a limiter. Nice there. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crypt. How's that sound? Siwan, do you accept? Do you have time before your CSGO match? You want to do a Tom? A duo Tom? Look at these two fighters. No time? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought as much. I thought there would be some excuses, you know. You know, I can't do Tom. I got CSGO to do. Very, very important stuff, you know. Pro gamer here, by the way. MOG, like 360 shots. Always wanted to know, can I push... we're chasing Doran. And if you do clip it, Corp, send it to my DM. Are we trying to run so that we can get you into do it so he has more time? That was some good editing, by the way. Good job. I really like that. That epic music. Oh. And then, like, that suspenseful with the text. Bam, bam, to my words.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, considering the time you had, it was, like, so short. It's really good.
Oh, thank you.
Now Pharrell can have that in his archive forever. I liked Lasser's response to it when he saw it. It's like basically
Oh my god,
Lasser
yeah.
is just a let me actually see what he said exactly. He said Alistair is a mad mage. He's quite unpredictable. I mean, yeah.
It's true.
Good way to justify him doing that, you know. He's a mad mage. He is unpredictable.
I mean, Tom is pretty unpredictable.
Yeah, I like that though, the random element. What I would like to see is random queues like RC. Because like doing these, there's no challenge. But imagine we get advanced queues. And they're harder. So like RC level queues. In random. Who's taking what corner? All of them. Yes. The answer to that is yes. I mean, I can take 4 corners. So, whatever you want to do. We play musical chairs. Just don't let any mimics touch the platform. Easy. I'll do at least 3 corners. How about that? Just wait for them to DPS Arcturia. I'll save my stuff. I'll start with purple. I'll wait right here. Alright, you ready? That's 1. No. That counts, right? Leave it! It's mine! I want to get 4. Does that count as 4?
Yes.
Is that 4 corners?
Yeah.
Oh man. I still remember. This is why I love the progression in the game. When I first did LOM, I couldn't even kill a single mimic. Like, Belly, it was so bad. I would be in Theasto, I would hit it, it would go right to the end, that fucker would just go, and I felt so, like, useless, and now you could just 4 corner them. Like, you see, like, the progression that you have in the game. That's what I love to see.
That's nice.
That's how
right?
it should be. And then they should make a master version of this, where it goes back to not being able to kill the mimics. No! Ah, it's fine. We'll sit here and kill this one. Welcome back, Corbs. It took me a few minutes to get the exact moment. No worries. Any hypo stackers? We should be enough. Yeah, we're good. CC again? Yeah, she loves you today. I'm just focusing on taking these out. I'm deleting this game for like, what, the 10th time? See you back in module 23. Alright. And now let's see if they respawn, because there was this rumor that they would respawn and it was pointless going after them. Oh, they did respawn. You see that? So she resurrects them or something. Yeah. I killed them. I killed both of them. They came back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because someone was always saying they respawn and it's pointless attacking them. She does like some kind of move, I think. She resurrects them. I just killed them and they came back. Any vanity pets? You'll find the link in Discord. Thank you so much, Corpse. I appreciate it. I always thought if it's just my side, like only I'm hearing it, because I know I have clipping because of my setup that you guys don't hear on the stream, but I do. But it's good to know that that's actually coming from my mic. She's basically just too loud, that's all. And that's fine. Just gotta work around it. We bugged it. What the f...
Wait, what?
Nice. Today was the first day I heard it. Yeah, I hear it all the time. Fine. Let that guy just have his fun. You using a headphone or mic? So she has the same mic that I do. I got annoyed by the fact that there was crossfeed happening all the time. And I tried so many different solutions, nothing works, so she has a proper condenser mic using figure 8 pattern. So I can be as loud as I want. And it doesn't pick up on the stream through her mic. Because we sit pretty much, I mean, she's like arm's reach away from me. Look at Suen teabagging someone. Wow. Disrespectful. hug check here. Exactly, I just reach out my hand and grab hers. But yeah, it's the closeness, because she has the mic like right in front of her face, so if she's too loud then it peaks. But that's easy to fix. I think it either needs more condensing, because I know there's a limiter, but I might have to increase it some more. Well, I think it still peaks through the limiter. The limiter just makes sure it doesn't pierce your guys' ears, so you end up hearing crackling instead. So it's either reduce the gain, but then when she's softer, it might not come up. So Millie has two moods. It's either really quiet or really loud. There's no in between. Oh, that's why I gotta have it sensitive. Does she have a pop filter? Yep. But that won't reduce it. That's not the issue. It's the loudness. When you're too loud, then it peaks, and then that's what ends up causing the snap, crackle, pop. Look at these two. The one wannabe tank.
Two fighters.
Fighting each other. Oh yeah, this was the other thing I was going to say earlier. Probably unpopular opinion, but I don't think that random queues should allow you to take a full pre-made group and do it. Because that's not a random queue, is it, guys? Because then you have this issue where people get to do their queues and do their rewards with their friends. And what it does is it has a negative impact on the game, because now people who don't have friends, or imagine not having friends, no, I'm kidding. People who, you know, don't really network and socialize kind of end up getting shafted. So a change that I would like to see is that if you do a random queue, you have to do it either solo, like true random, or like there's a maximum amount of people you can have in your queue. Because then I can still run this, I just have to run it privately. And then, you know, people who need to do the queues, we'll have them together. Biscuit says it's a random dungeon queue, not a random people. I mean, true. Fair enough. Wow, Doran. That is...
Aw, poor Doran.
He's a tank. The fuck yeah. Tanks aren't supposed to look pretty. They're supposed to be functional, right? My tank's cute? Yeah. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a metrosexual, Suan. As long as you can get the job done. Oh, these two. But yeah, that is fair enough. You're right, Bisca. It is a random queue, not random people. I just mean from the perspective of people who are looking for queues and aren't yet familiar with how to find people. They kind of struggle. Like, imagine right now if you removed the ability to queue up with people you know, and you made random queues completely random. I'm willing to bet that there would be more pops. Because especially when it comes to a tank doesn't want to run with randoms because, you know, of the pain of not being able to do anything and the group probably suffering as a whole. So I'm pretty much willing to bet that we would have way more pops. Oh, he became immune. Always queue solo unless someone asks for help, so it's fine by me. What role do you play again, Visca? You mean, are you support or? Because I mean, I'm sure there's no way you queue as a DPS. I get queues often. You're a tank. Yeah, that makes sense. So you always get pops. And that's nice. Thank you for doing your part and getting the queues to pop for us. Even though I don't think I've maybe seen you once in a queue before. Corp says same here. Most of the time I play solo on my tank. Yeah, it's nice. I like the random aspect. Like, you know, I'll run with 1-2 people, but it's nice to see the different playstyles that people go through or the randomness. Spin? What do you mean spin? Oh, spin the boss. There you go. Boss did a spin, yappy. Rob says, but I feel that will have a negative effect on people who want to do them with their friends. That's the thing though, you can do it privately, right? You can do the queues privately, and I mean, you never see people doing Tom public queue. It's always private. You never see people doing Voss public. It's always private. So I don't think it will impact things. I'm just thinking about the people who don't socialize or know about the channels or aren't part of an active guild or alliance. They're missing out. And then it obviously negatively impacts the game because they think, well, there's no one to do things with, and then automatically they're not having fun. Because let's be honest, the majority of the content in the game, you need people to run them with, right? But if you do private, you don't get your daily rad. You don't. But, well, I mean, you do. You don't get the bonus, but in the chest, you get rad. And maybe they can, you know, have you get half of the bonus for doing the queues like that. That could be an option. But I mean, usually by that point, you're not doing it for the rad. And if you're at an endgame level, you most likely have a ton of rad or are easily able to cap in many other sources. So by that point, we're not talking about mid to end game players. We're talking about the new players, and the new players are the ones that really need their AD, and they're missing out because they're unable to queue with people who don't want to queue with lower level beginner players. And I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind doing a random queue with players. If they don't mind me just rushing through and clearing it fast, it's a win-win. They get their AD quickly. I get my run through quickly. But says, I do randoms with friends daily for rad. Yeah, and then if everyone sticks together and just plays with their friend group, then it kind of isolates the people or the new players. And I mean, one could argue and say they just need to get a group to play with as well. But that's why I feel alliances are so important, right? Alliance in a guild, you just say, hey, looking for someone to do this, and like 9 out of 10 times you'll find someone to respond. But in general, I mean, starting out in the game when, you know, maybe some people aren't comfortable or they're not really ready to be in part of a guild because they think they need to perform or whatever, having random queues work the way they should, which is, you know, you queue up and you get a pop. Because most often new players will be a DPS, and you know how it is queuing as a DPS solo. Like, good luck getting a pop.
Yeah, you can like sit there for hours.
And maybe if the game kind of promoted and been like, hey, you know, you can find people in the LFG channel. Use that to find people. Because I mean, you would think in theory this would work. You queue random and it pops. But like I said, the issue is with people who use random queues to make pre-made randoms. So now those true random players have no one to queue with because all the tanks and healers generally queue with their friends. So the new players are stuck with probably other new DPSs, and it's very rare that they get a pop. And I mean, you can test this yourself. Just be a DPS and queue solo for something and then see how long it takes you. Or they just need to do away with queues for AD and make it so that you do other tasks like kill X amount of enemies, do this, do that to get AD. And also queues aren't the only way to get AD. For example, if you're in Valenats and you do Bell to get the secrets and you trade those in at the vendor, you can get a lot of rad that way. There are... Don't the repeatable weeklies give you rad as well?
Some of them you can buy from the campaign.
Yeah, so there are ways to get rad. They're not exclusive to just dungeons. Danny, that's why I've been doing randoms on tank and healer mostly. Yeah, you can get those quick pops. I feel priority is tank first, then healer. Although there have been rare times where the DPS has been short. You remember that? That was hilarious. No, don't give me the braces of the fallen guard. I don't want it. Bell gives rad. Yeah, exactly, Corpse. That's like a good place for new players who don't want to do dungeons to go. Yeah, problem finding 3 DPS for RTQ today? Damn. Fuck! Load shedding.
No.
So the weekend was only supposed to be load shedding between 5 and 10, so we weren't going to be affected, but now it's all day, between 8 and 10. Oh my god, how does that affect my weekend? So Saturday, no power at midnight. And then 4 till 6:30. Fuck. 4 till 6:30. And then Sunday, 8 till 10:30. I have to see. Well, that's in the morning. Not too bad. Okay, not too bad. You finally saw the spaceship? Oh, nice. So you saw the, what was it called again? Spelljammer? I've no idea why it's called that. It's a spaceship. Does it jam spells? A special ship? Give me just 1 second, guys. Need to ask my dentist something. Alright, cool.
Wait, you said Saturday, midnight?
Yeah, but it
didn't
shouldn't go.
Freakout Friday.
I mean, hopefully not. If it's stage 1 like it is now, then it shouldn't. You and how many scorps you won? Ha! Like you think you could have grabbed the aggro? Sorry, I had to check because my doctor will end up leaving work soon. Dentist, and I needed to find out. I had like teeth cleaning, but I don't know what the fuck happened. And now when I drink coffee that's neither hot nor cold, my teeth hurt. Never had that before. I'm like, obviously blame the dentist because this never happened before. The dentist's fault, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, this is the way. Yeah! We did it together, Doran. Look at that. Group effort, 4 pool, let's go. Is your food from the freezer okay? I mean, usually it goes off for 2.5 hours at a time. And obviously a freezer can hold its cool for much longer. So yeah, as long as you don't open the freezer, then it's fine. But I mean, generally we don't have a lot of frozen foods. We like to cook and eat fresh, so it doesn't really affect us, I would say. But for some people that rely on it, yeah, it's not fun. The main thing is the issue with the electronics. People don't shut off their appliances manually. When the electricity comes back on, it can like surge. And that's not good. That's why I always like turn off everything. Learned that the hard way years ago. Just feels good to watch your stream when I come home. Your song playlist, chatting and playing style, very cool. Thank you, Driz. I really appreciate that. Really awesome to hear. Thank you. Oh boy. I knew it! How did I know? How did I know? How did I know? I was going for the pillar, I just didn't get there in time. The funny thing is, it looked like he like did a wrestling move on me. Like freaking jumped up in the air. Oh, so by the way guys, his name is not Trobriant. His name is NPC.
What?
Because as you guys can see here in the chat, his name is NPC. It's not actually Trobriand that we're fighting. Cool. Good to know for those of you that didn't know. Oh hey, now's a good time. Ignore Super Scorps, please. Now's the time to finally test the theory. Like, do they stay with you till the end? I've never been able to find that out. So if we can ignore the Super Scorps, I'd really appreciate that. And just get him to phase. Even though I know it'll be a bitch. I just want to know what happens when the lightning hits. Does he like... Do they wipe? Do they empower him? Do they do anything? Do they stay? I've never been able to test this because usually people's comps end up killing it. But I'm running an augment now. That's his model, Mano. Trobriand NPC. Oh, I see. Alright, we still have one Super Scorp left. I'm guessing, logically, the Scorp will stay. But I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe it gets blasted in the storm. Maybe it buffs Trobriand.
Make waffles, not war, is following the family.
We have to.
Wow, what a great name. Make waffles, not war. Love it. How you doing? And thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Sanctuary. Hope you're doing well. So Suen debuffed me. Oh, my debuff is gone. Never mind. I was about to say I'm going to take a lot more damage. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh no! Okay, so the Scorpion lives and it doesn't seem to get a buff or anything. Okay. Thanks for helping me test that, guys. Go ahead and take care of it now. Alright, good job. Yeah, I thought imagine like Trobriand like sucks it up or something like the worm.
Yeah.
As if you don't finish. But apparently nothing. Okay. All of you had negative at the same time. Like the same one. Alright, GG. Nicely done. Thanks, guys. Let me see if there's an owlbear in here. I really want to reroll. I know I shouldn't, but... Come on. Like gambling. Alright, I have to behave. I have to leave everything for module 23. I shouldn't even be using the premium keys. I should be saving those two, but I have so many on him. By the way, daily key check reminder. Grab your skeleton key, max that out. Of course, inventory full. Because apparently you need free space in your inventory for a key that goes into your key slot. But Lasso explained that, so it makes sense. Keys, or like the tabs, are actually all parts of your inventory. They're just different parts. Imagine if they combine like exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like Trobriand would fuse with the remaining Galadars and become OP. Alright, I can't make that. Can I make this?
Right back.
Okay. I need a Dragonbone Veil key. I make that. Sweet. Alright, then all that's left is RC to do. Suen's gone. Nissa, do you need RC? It's gonna be a skirmish. Thanks for the run, need to go. No way, Suen. Good luck with your, what do you call? Counter-Strike. Okay, so where are we? Dinner time, see you again, Neverwinter Legend. Thanks, Trist. I hope you enjoyed dinner. Thank you so much for popping by. Nissa needs RC. Alright, does anyone else need RC before we go in? Any news about the terms? Yeah. So Julia will reach out to the new publisher, because obviously it's no longer, well, the umbrella, as you know, with Gearbox and everything above. So they're gonna have to find out, because that carried over from Perfect World, which is now part of the Embracer group. But yeah, nothing concrete yet. She needs to find out exactly. It's kind of just a blanket statement. But as soon as I know something, then I'll let you know. Okay, so then we just queue this randomly. Should be fine. Let's see who the random DPS will be.
It's interesting that the requirement is a tank and healer, because like skirmishes don't
Yeah, but
have
it's
any
hard. It's
requirement.
Reapers.
Yeah.
So it's much harder. And many coins as a RC is really brutal.
Oh my god, no artifact.
Yeah, Corpse. Maybe, have you heard of archive.org, the Wayback Machine? Maybe what you could do is put the term page in there, the link, and then check out, you know, since, you know, maybe 2017, 2018, 2019, check the terms back in what it was. And if it was always there, then it's just a blanket legal covering for themselves. So that, you know, in the event that they delete your account, it was always there. And then you'll know for sure. You know what I'm talking about? Who cancels? Like what? One person.
Like one random person.
Oh my god, AB! Yeah, no glasses run. No problem. Wow.
Good, you're here.
That is bright.
We've been hired to make sure that this safe is safe from the Zentari. So
Dude, I can't even read my loadout name.
you'll be working with Jim on this
That
one.
says AoE, but I can't see what this is in the beginning. I think that's endgame?
Form you can fill out for when he catches you on fire or something happens to your digits.
Fuck does that say? That's AoE, but what is that
We
word?
have a bunch back at the office we can put back on you. He's a powerful
But
wizard.
you can't tell me.
That has pros and
That's the
cons.
whole point. But okay, so that's scaled.
The way is clear.
Hi, Amy. Is this the part where you shit talk me and I can't read chat, so I can't, like, say anything?
I can see into your heart.
Very nice. How are you doing? Can we get a shout out for AB Corpse? How's your day been? Any exciting plans for the weekend? I don't even know why I'm asking of these questions, because it's not like I can hear your response anyway. I can read it afterwards. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're excited for the upcoming changes. I know you have a very uwu tank, so the new set will be interesting. 2 sets actually. One from Tiamat and another from the lockbox. Oh my god, these flashes are blinding me. And blame the glasses. See? RC. Why do we need a tank?
Wondering about my wand? I'm not surprised. It is, after all, the wand of wonders.
Why do we need a healer?
Do all the work. We're just along for the ride.
We do.
And what is our little one getting up to?
Pay close
Has she got
attention
any
to
exciting plans? And when is she going to be playing Neverwinter?
If this one just did the chicken thing, it would be great.
Oh my god, I'm a chicken.
Nice. I can't tell what I am. does my debuff of no glasses last anyway? Was it a minute? Was it 5 minutes? If it's 5,000 points, you would think 1,000 points per minute. I'm guessing 5 minutes. Sorry, Chad. I can't read shuffle, but you know what I should do? I should add TTS in that time. So like when you enable that, TTS goes on, so at least I can hear, you know? What if we get Corbs into Discord? Corbs, you want to come into Discord and read the messages to me? You want to be my TTS? Corbs has the best TTS voice. Good thing we'll be trying to click the channel though. If you want to, Corbs, just join a channel. I will see your icon because I cannot for fuck read the names of my channels on my server. And if I don't see your icon, then I take it as you're busy, you're doing something not right now, you're getting bread, surprising your mother, helping your father. Yeah. This is good. Amy actually helped me. Then I don't have to go through the suffering of many coins. If I can't really see it all. See people dying. Melly's like, ew, why do you need a healer? Why do you need a tank?
I didn't say why do we need it. I said it's interesting
No,
that we
it's the
have
role.
to have it.
Yeah, well, do you see now why it's interesting that we have to have it?
You know, butterflies aren't insects. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh my god. Any wipers? Oh, there's Corpse. Hello.
Hello.
What do we have?
So, I guess I'm a robot now. So, the reason for what you lost until now is Commander Superior tried to make mayo, but failed.
Try to
And
make
now,
mayo? Oh.
Yeah, and now has a hand pain.
Hold on. Knowing Amy, that could be a euphemism, you know what I'm saying? Try to make mayo, really fast movements, and she has hand pain now. Okay, so it's been a while. Understandable, okay. What else we got?
And Kara said, I got stolen away for family reasons, as I got the RC pup.
Wait, what? Who?
Kiara.
Oh, Kiara, right? Okay. Oh wait, was it oh, she's not with us. Okay, so she was the one that dropped. So she had to go for family reasons. Okay, Kiara, I hope everything's okay. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I hope there's no real issues. Or anything major. Alright.
The vault is moderately damaged, but it's totally
Nisha
fine. It's a
300
vault.
free
Keep doing
gaming.
what you're doing.
It's a Mano Lord switching to Warden as Hunter. So boring coming from Rogue. And that was all.
Okay, thank you, Corpse.
I make that?
Oh,
No problem.
Throw a portal.
I appreciate it. You see, you the best. When you said, so I'm a robot now, it's like, have you ever not been? I thought you were. Like, all those
Wow.
vouchers? Like, come on. Those vouchers.
Guess
You have
where
like
I am
over
right now.
1,000. How many?
No, I'm asking where I am right now.
As in a number? How many you have?
No, in the place, location.
Let me think. Knowing you, well, I mean, if you were farming, you'd be in the siege. Oh, stronghold. Are you the stronghold?
No, Siege.
Siege, okay.
Getting out of hand.
Stronghold is in the morning.
Okay, and then we move to the siege later. So you just permanently live there now.
Basically. And regarding to the vouchers, to not burn myself, I set a limit of 25 darks because those drop the lowest for me daily, but I need to go with to 40.
Are they unbound?
No, bound to character.
Okay.
You know what? It might
Yeah.
not.
So if you guys don't know Corbs here, I swear he sent me a screenshot. It looks like he has over 1,000 vouchers. He's trying to single-handedly build his own mini guild up. And yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I know anyone that farms as much.
So I have 212 dark, 249 fey, 223 frozen,
I don't think it's connected. It's just
and
something I was thinking about.
233 tyranny. The others that don't count.
It's
We've lost
the first time in my life we've ever failed many coins.
Wait, you really? I
Yeah,
used that to farm it.
yeah. Well,
Okay,
I guess
so-
part of it's the glasses. Has it been 5 minutes since Amy's message?
You're here. We
I
do
don't
make
think
sure
so.
that this is safe.
Mother Superior Scorpio just wants you to suffer.
Uh-huh.
Kiara, nothing serious, just need to do some running.
Oh god, okay.
Ninja, Corp's best voice on Twitch confirmed.
Right?
What a lie.
You lose a
Mother
leg,
Superior, change, lose the glasses to Corp
He's a powerful
TTS,
wizard.
and Andy Bones, that's a lot of vouchers then. It's
Yeah,
not
it is.
enough.
Let me send
And
a show it on stream real quick. Hold on.
don't you want an updated picture better?
Oh yeah, send me updated. And I think it's been time. You lie. You just want to keep voicing. Okay, you can voice, but I'm gonna put my glasses on. Because apparently you need to focus for this one. Because imagine failing. I had 8 deaths. Come on. The tank did more damage than me. What the fuck? Bro. Oh, okay, never mind. That's apparently I need better glasses.
And today I got my first grief on for this event, so I feel they nerf the race
Oh,
really,
damn.
really bad.
Yeah, true. Because you used to get it all the time. Alright. Amy, but I hope you're well. Did you respond to anything that I said? Extra virgin olive oil. Didn't have an immersion blender either. Don't know what that is. Aren't you used to doing it by hand though, Amy?
I think immersion blender you could say could be like the
I
lemon.
don't even know what that
or
is. The
something.
fact that you know that, it sounds like immersion. When you say immersion, I think Skyrim. Very immersive. I'm gonna have to Google that. But first,
Something to help the bind.
oh, okay, gotcha. This is the amount of vouchers Corpse has, by the way, guys. Look at this. So that's 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just under 1,200. There's about, if I have to roughly look, over 1,300 vouchers here. That's insane. Imagine putting glasses on and still... yeah. Thanks, Amy. Alright, we're not going to fail again. We're going to focus. The Corbs, any plans for big grinds in 123 without spoilers? Did you love your grinding?
Yeah, but I need to separate my time, like like vouchers, because I'm still gonna have a few days left. What a pain.
Sounds like they need to bring out other ways to get stronghold stuff.
And the most annoying part is because people stop opening low boxes, the prices are going high. Like literally,
Yes.
at the moment, the dark vouchers from 10k maximum are like 30k or something like that. So triple the price. So right now I'm saving over, just with the dark, over 5 million.
Wow. 5... wait, million? You said?
Yeah, 5 million
Okay.
only with darks. The others I don't even count.
Oh, you mean in terms of how much you actually would have made if they could be sold?
Yeah,
Okay.
over 5 million. So in total there I think I have over 20-30 million.
I mean, yeah. You got your Band of Air, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of the nerf that'll come now? As someone who got it late.
I got it early, what do you mean? I think
Oh,
I
it wasn't you, your
have-
friend.
Yeah.
Your friend did get it
my
at the end, right?
No, he didn't.
Okay, how does he feel now? No, he's getting nerfed. I guess that's gonna drop all the motivation to try.
So, from what he said, he was hoping that they at least would give them the chance to get it first, then nerf it, to at least
Right.
have it. Like, at least put a need or greed on them. Like, don't put,
I'm gonna change
just
it.
give a chance,
I think I lost my keys. Can you see them down
Like,
there?
at this point, You know, when you want something, and even after 1,000 rounds you don't get it.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, I'm gonna do this until I get it.
That determination, yeah, I feel that. Or the gambler's fallacy of just don't give up, just keep going. But
You're
I mean,
not
yeah, I
allowed
do
to
hope he
open
gets it,
loot
at
boxes.
least for collection. That's something. But at that point, it should just be something he puts on his wall. It's like, take a picture of it.
Pay close attention to this next one.
You hate Jim, why? Because of all the debuffs he does? Jim doesn't, Kara doesn't like Jim. I think he's a cool
I
guy.
think you can just step on.
Jim is so funny.
We're doing a bit better. Now that I can see, I can kind of rotate better on where all the enemies are. And I have 2 fellow rogues with me, so as long as they're using the AoE encounters, we should be like more than suited for this.
I think if you focus on those bugs, you should be fine. Since
Yeah.
those are the ones
Those are the ones that
trigger,
hurt.
and the ones that trigger the phases. If you kill them fast enough, you go to the next phase.
Yeah, exactly.
And great, now I need to change the instance because someone came to farm in my place.
This is gonna be a good one. I can feel
What do you think about VIP letting you have private instances? Wait, insta-cute?
Remember, these chickens still have the hopes and dreams of the men they were.
He's a terrible boss. Oh, you mean to work for? Because you never fight him. At least, I don't think you do. Well, I'm sure a lot of people would love that. Be able to, like, fight him. Take out their frustration on him. Or having to get the egg for, like, the 100th time.
I mean, if you think about it, Kara is right. That guy literally was paying you on acorns and stupid
Exactly.
wooden tokens. Like,
Exactly, so true.
if you want food, go find a squirrel to exchange acorns for something else.
A squirrel. Maybe the one from Ice Age who never gets lucky. Although
Yeah.
apparently you finally got lucky. I don't think I've seen that Ice Age.
Are adorable.
I need to watch that Ice Age.
I never
just
saw
saw
a nice movie.
You've never seen it at all, any of them?
No, I
Pretty
know
cute.
that they were really popular because they were at the McDonald's as toys at one point.
Yes. It's basically, well, the prehistoric time where before everything like goes to shit. But the main meme for me is there's a squirrel in it. I'm sure you've seen that at least somewhere. And he never gets his
has.
acorn.
Can I make that?
Yeah, always something happens like the glacier break or something. I saw it.
Doing what you're doing.
We need to close the portals.
No, one of the biggest features that I think people should add in Neverwinter is the ability to let you pick NPCs that you can kill.
That you can kill.
Like- Yeah, and at least you get a penalty.
Yeah,
I don't
people
care.
bump
I
into
wanted
them.
to kill the guy from Voss. That stand down with the light face, and you know, other people.
Yeah. Alright, please no one touch this ball. Please. Go to portal. With ball. Nice, okay, they know what they're doing.
And from
Right.
what I see, Kara would like to kill Lord Neverember.
Ah, yes, the guy that's always a coward and hides behind his people. No! Apparently glasses didn't help, but also people not knowing mechanics didn't help either.
You know what? It might not actually be.
No one's like focusing on the responses.
These orbs are getting out of hand.
Please, go to the portal. Alright, just one more portal and we're done. Please give it to me. Yes, sweet God, give it to me.
The head for the Lord was figured out.
Me! Yes! No, don't touch it.
Nice.
With these crazy orbs.
Yeah! Nice! Finally. Oh, we did a corpse. Now we just have to fight the annoying boss. I forgot, can I still attack the thing? Or is it safe now? The bank. The vault. Oh no, it's just the boss. Okay,
I think
cool.
mobs come.
No, I don't think anything can we face. We just gotta kill the boss and we're good.
Yeah, at that point it doesn't matter what you do.
Thank you for reading the chat. I appreciate it.
Hello?
Yeah, that farming is insane, but at least you're doing something on the side. You watch Netflix or some series, then it's not bad.
I'm watching
But
your stream.
Okay. Well, I mean, more Neverwinter. Oh, tonight's gonna be a fun game for Freak Out Friday, by the way. We gotta go
Any
somewhere
spoilers?
close to your country. Post-apocalyptic.
Folklore Hunter?
Wait, what do you say? Fallout?
Folklore? No,
Oh, folklore.
Hunter?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, folklore. Mythical
No,
beasts.
no, no. Folklore Hunter is a game. That,
Oh, no,
is
no,
the-
no, no,
Oh, okay.
no. But it has folklore. That's what I heard. Yeah, mythical beasts.
Mythical beast. Folklore. I guess it's not a siren head.
No, no. It'll be fun though.
How many streams long is it?
I don't think it'll be many. I think maybe 3, max 4. Nice and short.
I'm still
Very
disappointed
atmospheric.
about you.
Yeah? Which one? The cooking stream, let me guess.
No.
Oh.
Friday the 13th? You didn't play for
I
Friday the 13th?
know. I know.
You missed
It
the
was-
chance. The best chance.
It's not the only time though. I'm sure there's a website somewhere where you can find where the next Friday the 13th is gonna be.
Let me check.
It's just I like to finish a game. So hopefully it's on a time where I have no other games scheduled.
Next Friday the 13th will be in
Yeah.
2023.
Okay. So I've basically got to schedule my runs around there so that I can play Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th.
And you have 2 chances in next year.
2023?
Yeah, you have
Okay.
2 chances.
Not bad.
In the first month and in October.
Oh, October is literally Halloween. So I've got to basically do it then.
Let's hope until then the servers are still online.
Sure there
and
will be.
there are no more cheaters.
Cheaters?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
people that use hacks.
In Neverwinter?
No, in Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Neverwinter. Hopefully the server will still be on and I'm like... Yeah, that's the worst. What can they do? Can they just be immune? Oh my
This is
god.
my instance. I'm farming vouchers here. Go away.
I saw one with only like 1 person the other day. It's nice when it's quiet.
Yeah, I can change to those one from time to time.
What drops him again? Just any mobs?
Silent here, silent here.
So the mob
Sounds
drop
familiar.
drops? The vouchers.
Any mob in this area after you did the quest, the daily quest,
Oh,
the
yeah.
stronghold.
Why don't you, but aren't the MHEs worth it? Because there's like so many of them. The one that does the 75 that spawns a ton of mobs.
I mean, yes and no. Depends of how many hits on the most you do, you know? Like if there are a lot of people, you don't have the time to hit them. So I just kill the mobs, like, in the back area.
Just bring your wings with, or if you have. You have wings?
No,
Oh,
I
rip.
don't.
Yeah, it's a bit tough then.
Okay,
Reggie
Like I
works
said,
as well. Do you have Reggie?
Yeah, I have.
When he dailies, then he basically hits everything. I think they gave him a cap though. How many targets he can hit?
Maybe, I don't know. I only use it on my other tunes, my baby tunes, during randoms and heroic encounters.
Oh, Silent Hill. Yeah, that one was really nice. I enjoyed that theme.
Maybe it wasn't a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie. There's a game, obviously. I just want to see an updated one. It's like Resident Evil, but just spoopy creatures.
This year we get the Resident Evil movie, right?
I think so. I haven't like followed it much. I still need to play the last game.
Thank goodness we had the Wand of Wonder with us. And not just the wand, but a powerful and famous wizard to wield it.
That was rough. I get acorns for that. Yes! Is there anything I want to reroll in here? I guess the fish, right?
And the artifact.
A goldfish, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's the artifact also?
Oh, the dagger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try that next time. I just wanted the goldfish. I heard it was good for tanks. Tanks like this. Why? Crit avoidance and incoming healing. Ah. Wishing you will get. See?
Because was
it
giving
works.
hit points for something.
Right, yeah. Addison augment, so. But I love the fox. The new fox is amazing. And it gives hit points. And for my rogue forte. How did we get the fox again? Is the event?
Winter event.
Winter
Oh,
event.
winter. Right, yeah. And was it unbound?
It was bound to account.
I was bound,
I
yeah.
don't-
Okay, so that means
Don't
people will have to wait till the next winter. It's just around the corner. Hey, the Holy Rhino, this looks like World of Warcraft. How does it compare to that thing I like? I would say more like an ARPG with like co-op members in your party. It's a lot of fun though. It's very simplistic. World of Warcraft has like tons of things like status effects, debuffs. We have that to a lesser degree, but nothing compared to that. You have like 3 what we call encounters that you can use at a time. Unless you're a wizard. Or was the other one corpse? But yeah, they can use the tab. You have a couple of choices, but it's simplistic and minimalistic. And it plays like an ARPG. It's a lot of fun though. I do thoroughly recommend it. I've been playing it for years now.
It's free. You can check it.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
don't like it, just uninstall it.
Yeah. So, but I wouldn't say it's as complex as World of Warcraft. I mean, I think there are some players that have played World of Warcraft, so they can compare.
And if you wanted to try it, use that link. Gives you some goodies.
I can see into your heart.
Thanks, Corpse. Oh,
You're welcome.
do you need anything, Corpse? You need to run anything to get your stuff like RTQ or anything?
I still need 2 random trial queues, if you want.
Yeah, I need to still do mine. Did Pharaoh leave?
Okay, then I'll change to my wizard.
Okay. What platform are you on right now? Oh, it's still here. Okay, cool. I've played a lot of MMOs, like pretty much all the top ones and some lesser known ones, and Neverwinter's the only one that's really kept my attention all this time. I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe it is part of it is it's simplistic yet harder to master. Or I don't know, maybe the characters, the design.
The collections.
Yeah, this guy, but I mean all MMOs have them. I don't know what it is about Neverwinter. Like, I still wonder, because there are other ones that are way more fleshed out. And you got modern ones like Lost Ark and New World, but like none of them have that charm that Neverwinter has. You either like it or you don't. That's the way I always describe it to people. When you play it, it'll either hook you in or you just won't like it. And then that's how you'll know. But give it some time. I would say 10-15 hours to kind of, you know, get a real feel for it and see how it goes. Just don't pick a slow class. Whatever you do, don't pick a wizard. I think they're the worst to play as a new player. Unless you really, like, if you're into wizards and you like wizardry and spells and that, then you'll like it. But you need to like the class you're playing. So I picked the rogue because I like stealth. And obviously they can go invisible. They have a cool dodge roll. So you need to like the class you're playing first. If you don't like it, you probably won't like the game. HR, easy, promote HR more. Yeah, HR's, Rangers, they're good with bows. You can do close range, long range. Rogue, really good at clearing at AoE. Good single target, good AoE. Can switch. Rangers as well. Very fast paced. Good class. Barbarians and fighters are a good pick for new players, and a warlock, because they're all easy to pick up but harder to master. And warlock is good because, you know, it can play in ranged or melee, and it comes with the soul puppet, which is basically like a companion, so free companion. Corpse can speak more about the what do you call it, the warlock, but would you agree, Corpse, it's a nice friendly beginner class?
I mean, if you don't want to bother trying to do animation canceling, yes, it's okay.
Yeah. I think most beginners won't do that unless they come with that from another game they used to. Hey, you're welcome, Holy Rhino. And thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Sanctuary. Orbs, Warlock, OP. I mean, Pharrell too. Holy shit, I forgot. Sorry, Pharrell. I just was saying because you know the voice call. But yeah, Pharrell also incredible Warlock. But yeah, Warlocks are insane because they have their dots and they keep stealing aggro. Want to buy fix, please? I think the issue, it's not about the amount of damage, it's about the fact that it's consistent, you know? Tank grabs aggro just to lose it again. Because it goes on and on and on.
And then there are rogues with their burst.
Yes, the burst. The burst is at least manageable because you can expect it, you know? It's like, okay, they're going to do it, artifact, okay, wait for them to burst, okay, grab aggro back. With a warlock, it's like, I'm fine. Next one, I'm not fine. It's like consistent. Let me see if I can get any alliance to join for RTQ. And Ninja's playing Warden at the moment as Hunter sucks. Don't it, Pharaoh? I can't even remember which the two are. What's the difference between a Warden and Hunter? I honestly thought one was just stance switching. And yeah, I don't know what I played, I can't even remember, but I was hitting tab and switching between melee and ranged and nobody button pressing, it was fun.
Have you seen the cartoon called Animalia?
No, I haven't.
Maybe if I send you a picture, you're gonna remember it.
Let me Google it. Yeah, I was looking at that. Okay. That reminds me, those graphics though, holy shit. Missy, what do you think about these graphics for an anime?
What?
So,
doesn't look like it.
When I started playing Neverwinter and I saw the tree from the middle, literally my mind went to there because literally in there you have a big tree that you feed in different items, and depending on what you feed him, it changes the colors. And I was hoping it would be the same, but never happened.
Wow, a lot of people wanted RTQ. We got Andy even? Damn. It's full. We might need... I think Andy can switch to a tank if he doesn't mind, or... Let's see who can... Yeah, there's no one else. We need a Warlock tank or a Rogue tank. Well, I could just go tank. If Andy doesn't want to switch. Warden plays a lot like Rogue, but with fighting blast at the end of your ATWO, and Warden can teleport in and out of the boss. Oh. Oh, I think you know what... I know what you're talking about with that ATWO, right? It's like, yeah. Tank is sleeping. Okay, do you want me to switch to tank then, Andy? I can do that, no problem. I'll take one for the team because I know what it's like. Having to be a tank in RTQ where you literally do nothing. The most boring thing ever. Oh, you just invite me, Millie. But hey, good news, Andy, for you and all the people out there who hate tanking in RTQ because you have nothing to do. That's about to change. Everyone will be needed. Healers, tanks. Alright, and then let's queue us up. Corpse is in, yeah. Okay. Imagine not getting an instant pop. What? We have literally 9 out of 10. This is how bad the game is for tanks, I'm telling you. We lack tanks. You could have 9 people. 9 people. 2 healers, all the DPS, 1 tank. It's not enough.
Depends on the hour. Like literally, you can have the same problem with DPS or healers or tanks. Literally, like in the morning, you'll have the problem with DPS. You'll never find the DPS.
That's interesting. So what you're saying is the UU supports and tanks are more in the morning, whereas DPSs get on later in the day.
Yeah, like literally after the reset, you're gonna have problems finding healers and later finding tanks, from what I saw. Not always, but that's how usually things go.
Oh,
like
can you imagine? Go on.
Like I said, today at like, let's say 4 hours ago, I had problems finding DPS.
For the RTQ, yeah. You mentioned.
Like I had at least 4 or 5 healers and tanks sending messages, but no DPS.
Wow. Well, imagine they split it into shards like they do in ESO. Imagine we had like an EU shard and you try to play late now, it would just be dead. So I'm glad that we have like mixed people from all over the world because then we always get pups, you know?
In the morning, it's like dead hours. You really do any random trials.
I mean, it depends. For us, in the early morning, in what do you call it? EU, that's like evening, late evening for Americans. So I find there's a lot more endgame runners at like our like 11, 12 at night. Because they all come home. Americans are like done with their work, had their dinner, and they start playing then.
I cannot find the episode.
The Animalia?
I'm trying to find like a scene where it shows the tree.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I can,
you have a tag on a
this is the
pally?
best I can find you. 30 seconds. You're gonna see like a blue and an orange gem. That's the tree. And you feed it. Literally in the picture. See? That big thingy.
Let me
is
see.
the tree. And depending of what you feed it, like a small gem that inside has a book or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It changes the
that
color.
looks like protectors. Yeah, the lower like middle part.
Yeah.
It's such a weird anime style. It doesn't feel like anime. It's like almost something out of like a game. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not anime style. Oh, we went already? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And depending of what happens, you have, let's say, a debuff. Like, literally, the book explodes from the bigger gem. That means no one can talk anymore. So you need to go and find the book around the world to put it back in the gem.
Okay. And oh wait, Rhino said, is this game mostly only playable with other players? Probably require groups to get best gear right. No, you usually find a lot of random people. You can farm the majority of the things alone. If you're running like instance content, like dungeons or trials, then yeah, obviously you'd need other people. But for the majority of things, like until you get to an endgame level doing endgame trials, you can pretty much do everything alone. Although obviously there is appeal to running with people. But that's easily mitigated by being in a guild that's part of an active alliance, because then, you know, you just message, hey, I'm looking for someone, and then they'll come and join you. Wait, where's this paladin Le?
Defend us while we try to banish her.
So at least I could do this, pull all the mobs away from hitting the cleric. That's all I could do on a tank. And then if I have the condemned ring on,
if people don't kill your mobs.
I mean, it's good if they kill the mobs. Ring of the condemned. There you go.
I mean, the main goal here is just to take the mobs away from the cleric. So
Exactly.
if a tank takes them away and you don't kill them, they don't spawn anymore. So usually it's faster if the tanks take the mobs away from the cleric.
Like this.
Yeah. But then
Like mine.
random DPS that will come after you to kill the mobs.
Good thing Sadistic is the healer, so I don't think they'll kill. I'll just stand here. Oh, the
you lost
problem
like
is I
3
have a
mobs.
lion. Yeah, but it's my
Yeah.
lion killing them. Rip. Well, at least it's better than nothing. But yeah, all of these strategies, everyone needs to unlearn them because Tiamat is going to be nothing like that. Although you've seen already, haven't you, Corpse? Or no?
No,
Okay.
I
But
only saw like small phases, but nothing. I don't want to spoil myself.
Yeah, good. Okay, I won't say anything, but I will just say that it's nothing like this Tiamat, which is nice. It's refreshing. So all the
Like, I saw
strategies
the
we use.
mechanics. Yeah, I saw the mechanics, but I never run it because I wanted to run it myself, you know.
Yeah, of course, same. Like, even though I did the testing, like, I want to do it on live, not on preview. And Addy disconnected, and I can see you already in. Oh no, is everyone having that issue? First it's Pharaoh, now it's you.
I notice this, like, usually I don't disconnect, but sometimes, like yesterday, when I killed in Tiamat, I disconnected 3 times. Just in Tiamat only. And the only other time when it happened to me was when we were in that tomb together.
Hey, now what do I do as a tank? I guess get the head.
I mean, you could go to the white and
Yeah, the head attack.
start getting your aggro high enough so you can just drag the bread to behind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is not hard to grab aggro. I just stand in this corner, so no one gets bitten by the dragon.
Oh, one thing, Nathan. When was the last time you did Tiamat?
This one. Like, I mean, whenever it's an RTQ. Do you mean as a
Yeah.
tank?
No,
Oh.
as a DPS, just in general.
Probably like maybe a week ago.
Yeah, for some reason, the dragon started hitting harder and harder.
As time goes on.
Like literally in the past week.
Interesting.
They're bad.
I mean, I don't think he would have made a change, considering that the new Tiamat's coming out.
Dragon can protect you.
Maybe it was just like some random like interference, you know?
Yeah, well, I do know that the black dragon gives you a debuff. Obviously, that will make you take more damage. But yeah, I didn't notice that, especially because we always burst it so quickly. Maybe it does exist if you take your time.
So, the first phase that I usually notice is literally the blast of the green dragon. Usually you could walk through until you are almost dead and you can survive and put the circle up. Now,
Yeah.
if it gets you, you are dead. You don't have time to reach the head. If you,
I wonder if that started with the combat changes, and that everything
literally
just hits
happens
harder.
last 2 weeks, a week. And on all my turns I noticed that. On Corb, on Amy, on all of them.
Imagine they made some changes.
I could just be because they work on the Tiamat, somehow a bit of the changes got here, you know, to the head.
Yeah. I mean, it's unlikely because it's a completely different instance, but I mean, yeah, maybe. It would just be strange to work on it. No! That other tank needs to stand here, else you're gonna get blasted. Yeah, nice. Okay, I got it. We got GG. I'm gonna ask if anyone wants to do one more, because how many do you need to do? Was it 2 or 3?
One more.
No worries, Andy. If you need to do one more on another tune or something, feel free to let me know.
I do this because this is extra 30 shards for my guild.
Just RTQ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
when you take the Q, right?
Yeah. Like literally if you go now in your stronghold to your cleric, I think.
Yeah.
Gives you 2 quests. If you do either a random advance, dungeon queue, or random trial queue, both of them completes.
Alright, just let me know when to invite you.
Right now.
This one? Okay. And then let's do a random. Hopefully it's Tiamat again, it would be nice. Koji will be a bit longer. What's the other one? Swordborg? Yeah, nothing's engaging for a tank. I wonder when they're going to make the changes to Koji and Swordborg. With all the other changes we're getting.
Do you need a spoiler, or do you already know?
We can
For
actually
those?
see
For the trials?
Yeah.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
So, I saw a message from Russell. He already changed something to Sporborg.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah. Okay. I thought you meant like complete rework that I'm not aware of.
No.
Okay, yeah. No, mechanics I know, yeah. They're buffing, they basically touching up all the trials. They should all be more or less the same difficulty.
They talked about it in the stream last night.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, I wasn't there. Wait, Lasso was there? I thought it was just Miku and...
Lasso said something in Discord.
Oh, okay.
The other devs talked about Sporborg a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it's in a bad place. That and Koji is a bit better. They did adjust Koji. That's why everyone's dying. Even a DPS maxed out, you die.
Say that they're not gonna touch Sporborg because it's new already and has the mechanics like ice.
It's new? What? That's what they said?
It's newer than Tiamat or Demo.
Well, okay, true. But I mean, if you compare it to the reworks, it's going to be the oldest one we have.
Yeah, and you can still fail in it because of the ice. So it's not like on their main objective, you know?
But the main thing is, you do Swordborg, you can literally walk through it. It's easy. You do any other of the new trials, it's going to be, you know, night and day. But at least they will learn Tom mechanics, you know, like hypo, ice, tank check. Oh no! What do I do in here? Suffer.
Literally here,
Grab
until
mobs
the baby Jason, you literally have nothing to do. Because the skulls cannot attach to you, the slimes cannot attach to you. No. As a tank, you cannot get them. I don't know why they did it. Like literally, the only role that doesn't need to kill mobs cannot get the mechanics. The healers can take them.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
So literally only the tank. You can.
Well, I need to try that and see. I did not know that. That sucks.
You can literally stay in the corner and no one will notice you exist until the Jason. And yes, he's a Jason. No one can tell me that's not. You know Jason from Friday the 13th?
Yeah. His mama's boy?
Yeah. Like literally, even the face.
Okay. At least I can like grab aggro on mobs and help that at least. Stun the mobs. Bring them together.
You so narrowly avoided.
Like imagine there were some tank checks you have to do. That could at least give tanks something to do. Like I gotta go stand in a corner else the group takes damage. Or like maybe hold the gears to slow the descent. Only tanks can do it.
Check this one.
Oh my god. That looks like Gollum. I'm sure even melee doesn't have much to do because everything dies so quick. It's only really near the end.
I don't. And we have 3 healers.
Usually when
Three
I play on my
healers?
Amy
Oh my.
and do this, I just focus on the scars.
Yeah.
At least I do something. Like, go here, there, and try to get the scar.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Ah, too late. I'll get the next one.
I think it's this part, Mano, if you want to go. Yeah.
Nice. Let me get it.
And you'll see it's literally coming to me.
Wow. Hacks. I wonder why they did that. Well, I guess because maybe you don't want to free up, you don't want to lock your tank into it because the tank should aggro the mobs. But no one really ever does that. It's very rare that a tank will actually do it tank roll.
And it's the same for the slimes.
I mean, I can grab aggro. The problem is we use so much of our divinity, at least as a pally tank, that it's not even worth spamming. Oh my god, how?
The skull,
Knocked you?
when
The
it gets too
knockback?
close and still has health, pushes the
Wait,
person
you can
that
get
is
back
next.
on? Has it always been a thing? I swear before it was permadeath.
Sometimes.
What
I
hacks
think,
are you using?
depending- I think it's random. Like
Random hacks? Okay.
no. Like sometimes it's permadeath. Like
Yeah.
early today, I had a warlock that had the same problem and got permadeath. Like I don't know what's triggering. Maybe I got hit by another mob first.
Yeah, maybe you died before you actually fell, so you got to res. Alright, baby scream. I guess I can pop this for mitigation.
And the best part is the invisible red that God knows when appears. Do you remember?
What?
At the baby face.
Oh, yeah. The parts that are red you can see. Yeah, at least we know what to look out for. Maybe it's a mechanic. They could be like, no, it's a new mechanic we added. Why are you trying to kill yourself, for real?
I mean, if you think about it, even this dungeon is more complex than the other ones. Like, you have the permadeath. And maybe that's make it a newer trial.
Yeah, permadeath is a bit rough for new players, though. So, like, the push-pull, it's very hard for a new player to pull. Especially since you get through 80% of the dungeon. You come to the end and then you dead. That is brutal. I can see it as an endgame trial, but for random players, they need to learn that mechanic. And one could argue, you learn once when you die, but some people take a few times to pick it up.
And
So
like,
what's nice is, like, for example, here you can learn kind of how not to fall off a platform, and then when you go to Tom, you should hopefully not fall off with Whirlwind. They should have added a Whirlwind,
This could also work with like a quest tutorial. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you learn how to do it, have a few tries alone, to not...
No, they said they don't want that. Like, I specifically said, can we get training? And they say that it defeats the purpose of, like, the game and learning together as a group. So they won't do that. But you know what would be cool, Corpse? Imagine putting a Whirlwind in here. So that people can learn the Whirlwind mechanic. Because then they're more prepared for Tom. Is there any other place that does Whirlwind? I think it's just Tom, right?
I think
What do you yeah. Because here people can then fall off with Whirlwind, but at least they can get picked up. And then hopefully they learn to do that better, so when they finally go to Tom, they're like, oh, I know what to do. Because a lot of people die to Whirlwind. They focus on all the other mechanics, but they ignore the Whirlwind and they die. But I could see them adjusting Tom one day and make it so when you fall off it's not permadead.
Put baby
Yeah.
walls.
Or like, can you fall off with Zarya? I can't remember. The baby
I
version.
think you tested before and you said you could fall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I remember you testing it. Because you thought there was a wall, invisible wall.
Yeah. Even here, Corpse, I don't want to test it, but I think you can fall here.
Yeah, you can fall and
Oh,
you
fuck.
get
Okay,
And I'm
thank
dead.
God you could get up. You dead?
No, I was in the head with the big
Oh,
red.
okay.
So here, if you fall, you get teleported right here at the
I
start
saw,
of the
yeah.
platform.
It happened to me. I fell off
someone-
accidentally. I was testing, but yeah. That's good though, because, like I said, a lot of randoms, if they're learning, it's punishing for them to die dead.
The thing that I like about this place is here, the bigger circle has a chance to one-shot you.
Yeah.
That literally teaches people to not stay in red. Like this one, if you stay in there, you have a chance to die.
As if it stops them though, they will still start in red. One thing I never see though is a charge. Have you ever seen it go off?
Yeah, literally wipes the entire area.
And then is it dead? You finished? Done?
I think I wiped completely once.
Oh, so it's not like you can res again.
You need to restart it, I think. I don't remember, like, it happened a few months ago.
Yeah.
Because low DPS.
It's very
But,
rare to happen, but...
To happen, you literally need to not touch any of the specters and to not be done with the cores until it explodes.
Yeah. Well, I guess a tank here can at least group all the mobs, so... That's something. And now, I guess, aggro on baby to make sure... I mean, what does he really do? The spit, I guess.
Yeah.
The mechanics of the red circle seem to be random, right? I don't think the baby puts that on aggro.
I feel it's random.
Although,
One thing that,
I always get it on me, and so it might be aggro. But we'll see now. Tell me if you see it. Yeah.
One thing that the tank could do here is literally stay at the start, and if someone dies, to revive it before the cutscene.
Oh, yeah, true. And pick up people that die from the push-pull. Hey, this is going to be interesting. I'm used to dodging. I gotta see how I'm going to do the push-pull.
Should be fine, like literally just walk.
So tabbing or shifting, that doesn't make you immune, does it?
It gets you immune to dying, like you get more dead if it helps you.
No, I mean like being sucked into the thing. Shift
No.
tabbing doesn't do anything, does it?
You just die faster,
Okay.
if that helps you. See, right here, we had the red right there.
Yeah,
It
and I have
wasn't
aggro. Yeah. Oh, I got this attack. Oh, it's the hand. Okay, so that... Or is it the hand? I don't know. Oh, can we help Pharrell? He's stuck in the hand. Okay, my smite got him, it's fine. Alright, so let's see if
Go
I
to
can do
the
this as a
edge.
tank. Yeah.
And just walk.
I just hold, and then I need to go close. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Feels a bit weird. Do we have another tank, by the way? Because we have 3 healers.
Yeah, we have another tank.
Yes, we have
Well,
a
then
tank.
they're just not
Baba
hard haunting, I guess.
And funny stuff is a fighter, so I was expecting. Oh, he's not moving. That's why.
Oh, maybe they DC, AFK. What does this do, I wonder? Is it the hand? Because you saw that, so he does a red cone towards me, but then he does the scream everywhere. Oh, Pharrell took aggro now. Nice. Alright, phasing.
I'm in a hand.
Oh,
I'm
this is
gonna
so
take it.
bad timing, Messi. Oh wait, never mind. I thought he phased. Oh, he is
If
phased.
he
I
does-
think it's just hyper. We're gonna wait for hyper to
Yeah.
finish and then he'll phase. Because I can't hit him. Alright, now he should phase. That's good that it waits at least, so you don't get hyper and pooed. So you kind of want to be halfway. Alright, who has this now? Pharrell? Easy. Pop mitigation. Shift tab.
The big circle happened on me and 2 other DPS.
They wipe you?
No, because we avoided it, you know?
Okay.
I dodged it. But still was on us.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just random.
You have made me very...
So it seems you want to get... Oh, never mind. I thought we were doing push-pull. He's getting ready for it.
The soulmonger made...
Have you ever got a push and pull at 0.0%?
No. I failed a Tom at 0.00.
Like, right here, if the damage is low after the blast, you can reach to 0% and get a pull and push mechanic.
Oh my god.
And
Well-
those all of you.
We're gonna get one more now, either way. So I find if you can't dodge, you just want to get pulled halfway. And then when he pushes, you start moving towards him. This needs to wipe. If you're not in that bubble. It's good everyone's standing in it.
Finish what you started.
Okay, hypo. Mitigation.
One thing about that bubble is, if you stay in the same place, you literally finish next to the chests.
Oh yeah, if you don't move. Okay. So then it's roundabout where I am. Oh, no more phase? I thought we would get one more.
See?
Well, that...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I already saw him do the hand swipe once. Did he do it to you? I
You
remember.
did like half of the platform right now before we killed him.
Yeah, he did it now, but I mean, before then I had seen him once do it. That was weird. Maybe we phased him fast.
Yeah.
I deleted the voucher, don't be mad at me.
It's okay. The James vouchers, they're not that important.
Okay. Too bad they're not unbound.
Yeah,
Alright, now I
just
could
check the
get...
price of the vouchers.
The
And
which?
you'll see my suffering. Yeah,
Let me see.
type fake or
Stronghold,
dark.
voucher. Profession?
fake,
So yeah, we
dark.
don't care for profession. We need... Okay. 41k, yeah, it's crazy. So what you're saying is I should go sell my hundreds and hundreds of them to make easy profits?
Type dark for tyranny and the other ones. The main ones, and you'll
Ah,
understand.
Dark's not bad. So
It was like
basically
a-
what I do is I
Thank
use
you.
the stream as a platform to encourage people to sell and drop the prices down. Corbs is smart. Hey guys, go sell these. Look how expensive they are. Then everyone undercuts and then suddenly it ends up being cheaper again. These Corbs is smart.
Yeah. But no, I mean, look how much money I saved. Like, you know?
No, that's true. I mean, that's a good way for new players to get them. But main thing is lockboxes, and like you said, people aren't really going to open them as much. So they should add another way for you to build up your stronghold, which they said they're not going to talk about strongholds for a long while, so that sucks. But you could just take a break on it until they make that update and do other things.
If my math is correctly, I'm gonna get my goal in 4 months and a few days.
Oh, not bad.
Because
Okay.
of the super stupid shards that I cannot farm faster.
Then good luck with that. I'm going to go
Yeah.
get ready for Freakout Friday. I'm excited. New game.
I'm gonna watch. I have
Okay.
something to watch during my farming.
Thanks for joining, Corbs. Appreciate it. And thanks
You're
for the
welcome.
TTS.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Well, we've done all the things right. Yeah, pretty much. If so, I'm going to go get some food. Be back for Freakout Friday. Thanks for that. Yeah. Thank you, Pharrell. It was fun. We've pretty much done all our dailies. I'm going to show Messi's clip one more time. Did you see it, by the way, Pharrell? The epic version? Alright, even the music, everything. For those of you that didn't see, we had a fun little moment the other day. We did a Tom run to help a new tank get some experience, and obviously I wasn't recording because I wasn't even going to play, but Pharrell was on, and so we went. And then the one time I'm not recording or streaming, something epic happened. Oh, you didn't see it? Alright, well here you go, Pharrell. So Melly made a edit. I asked her very nicely, and I think she did a great job considering she barely had any time. It's literally last night I asked her. So she put this kind of like tiny little montage. There weren't really that many parts to actually make a montage out of, because as you know, it was so short. But we have this. so cool.
Where
The
is he going?
music.
No one will believe me.
No one will believe me. Oh my god, I love that. The fact that he's sitting there charging. What? What? Oh my god. You guys won't believe this. Alistair fell off the platform, then spawned us in P1. Oh my god. So if you guys don't understand what's going on there, normally, you know, Alistair should not fall off the platform. I mean, first of all, he's a boss, right? It can happen if, you know, the person who has aggro, like the tank, like, jumps off. Very rarely you see it, or they get whirlwinded off. But, you know, usually he'll fall down fully, right? My dude is, like, literally chilling slightly off the platform, charging Superstorm, which is what makes it so funny. He didn't, like, fall. So if we go back in this part, you could see, where was it? He's, like,
he
literally
charged and then
chilling.
fall.
Look at this. Fell off. He does his mechanic off the platform. And then what I've never seen before, so this is somewhat common. You can see it every so often. But then right after that, right? Right after he's done with his mechanic, he brought us back into phase 1. So basically it restarted the entire dungeon and he fully regened his health. So even though there might have been a chance we could have done it because we had some good DPS that was surviving at the end, yeah, he brought us back to phase 1. So there was nothing we could do. So it was a GG end of the run. Yeah, so I'd never seen that before. That was fun to see. And thank you so much to Melly for making this edit. I think it was amazing. The music, the edits themselves were very clean. And I mean, considering you didn't have much to work with, and it was pretty much just Pharrell's recording.
Recording, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was amazing. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, thank you to everyone who came through today. A lot of fun things are coming up. Reminder, you're gonna take a break before module 23 comes out, which is gonna be on the 14th of June, Tuesday. Keep in mind that 2 days afterwards there will be the login event, which is really fun, especially if you're a new player. You can get yourself a legendary and a mythic mount for free. All you have to do is log in. That's literally all you have to do. So that's really fun for new players, especially if you don't have all your mythic mounts for your bolster yet. Be sure to set a reminder for that so you don't miss that. We have a couple of things that are coming up as well. Dungeon Delver's Delight. It's a pity we're not getting this with the reworked system, but I mean, there's that at least. I'm not going to be tempted by it. I'm not going to spend my keys on it. Plenty of things like double currency for legacy campaigns. This is a great time to get all your legacy campaigns done and dusted before module 23 hits. There's going to be trade bar changes. Just a quick reminder for that. So those of you that are waiting for things to save your keys, now would be a good time. As you can see here, it's going to be in the style of the Nox boxes. So you'll be able to get something at the very least once you get to a certain threshold. I'm speculating 100 is going to be the mythic mount. They didn't disclose that, which is strange considering they're showing everything you can earn, but I'm speculating 100 is the mythic mount. I'm really not sure what is in the 50. I don't think it would be a bag of holding. That would just be really weird to get a bag of holding. And I don't think it will be the Dragon Blades account thing, because considering it's a set piece, I kind of feel like it's going to be on the end one, because they mentioned there'll be like 2 grand prizes. So yeah, we have to see. There's also Mythic Insignia in there. A couple of things. So generally, if you're after the Mythic Mount and you use your keys for that, you should have an easier time getting it. Because, you know, sometimes I've gone 200-300 keys and I still didn't pull it. Because it's nice to pull, you know, instead of buying it. That's just, you know, slight little gambling in there. And it's fun to see the flashy screen appear. And yeah, we're getting a new mount with that. It's going to have a damage over time. It'll be interesting. It spits fireballs. So maybe a Lost Moth attack, who knows. And then we have the set piece, which is the Wyvern Blades. it's an upgrade. So more item level. It is account wide, which is really nice. So everyone will have a debuff artifact now, especially on a tank. But I mean, anyone can use it, which is the beauty of it. And the set is interesting as well. I could see a tank using that if they're trying to buff up their team, or, you know, like a healer, if they want to run as a support role, or even just lower tier characters. If they happen to have it, they could just use it. Or else is well done, Millie. And Corp says, search the name of that mountain. It doesn't look like the D&D version. No, it's interesting. I just hope the wings won't end up being like the Pegasus, just like glued on. I hope it will have some animation like we have with the what do you call it? The Dark Omen, the Omen of Despair. Because damn, that looks so good.
So good.
And I mean, yeah. What do you think, Belly? Do you like this? A Dragonelle?
Yeah.
Do you like the look of it?
Yeah, really cute. I hope it's like big enough to be a dragon.
I mean, you can see there's the player model, so it's definitely bulky. Not quite the sizes of King of Spines, but it's definitely bigger than... It's definitely bigger than Pegasus. That's for sure. You can see based on the scale alone. So, yeah. All modules of the dragon. Check the Discord. Oh, Corbs is saying that it looks like the D&D version. Let's have a look. I mean, it looks similar. Where's the one you sent me? So this is their version, and this is the D&D version. It's slender. It looks like a drake, though, doesn't it? Kind of like an edited drake.
Yeah, exactly. A drake with the wings.
Whereas this one, yeah, more slender, more elongated with the long ass neck. Whereas this one, it really is it's a drake, dude. Come on, guys, that's a drake. The face, the head, that's a drake. This is like elongated, snake-like, dragon-like hybrid. So, I mean, yeah, they tried. At least it's a different skin. If you're into it, I'm not really into those. But for those who are, hey, that's cool. It's a new mythic mount. I just care about the fact that it's more accessible to newer players. So if it ends up being cheap, players can get up their bolster to 100%. So, yeah. The corpse says, this creature looks like a great dragon, at least 20 feet long, with a serpentine body. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like a snake. Long, slender wings and a pointed snout or beak that resembles that of a what's that? Pteranodon? Its body is colored reddish-violet. That doesn't look reddish-violet to me. I mean, hey, it could be a golden one, with lighter shades on its underbelly. A ridge of maroon-colored spines runs the length of its body down the center of its back. A mane of frills, white in color, rings its head. You see, the problem if they went that color, Corpse, is then it will literally look like a drake. Because that's what the drake looks like, right? If they made it red, everyone would be like, that's a drake. That's an Imperial Rage drake. But either way, I'm excited for the lockbox changes because I didn't like the RNG aspect. At least now I know that at the very least, my 100 keys are getting me something, right? So that's good. New artifact set looks interesting. That's just one of the many changes that are coming. And I'm looking forward to experiencing it with all of you just shy of a month now. I need to get ready for Freakout Friday. If you guys want to come check out a new horror game that I'm going to be playing, it's very atmospheric, a lot of fun. Feel free to stick around because that's going to be happening right now. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you, all you wonderful people, a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Stay safe and have fun. And yeah, let's go ahead and raid Amy. And she came and took my glasses off. I think it's the least that I can do. Oh. Alright, guys. Until the next stream, much love and bye for now.
Bye.